you're here! Welcome to Charmed Persons. Happy to see you. Happy to see a full party in front of me here. This is great. I could have moved my camera a little bit. This is great. It's good to see everyone. Hope you had a good week. Hope you're having a good weekend. We're starting a little late, so I'm going to jump right into the recap. As you can hear, the tunes of the Golden Wing are going on in the background. We're just going to lower those a little bit. All right, so the Lake Peak 7, having defeated the Green Dragon Ysilvor and the White Dragon Rindal, were finally enjoying some victory when they learned of the return of Demetrius Frey. Demetrius Frey was the vampire lord who was the temporary patron of our very own Rev Greyskin. However, after discovering that Demetrius was the cause of his father's death, Rev rejected Demetrius and, with the help of a powerful Sphinx and his party, defeated the vampire lord. However, Demetrius was back from hell with a vengeance. He sent a Rakshasa to dispatch of Rev, but it failed, and the party then learned of his return. Upon making their way back to Faluin and to the Library of Ancients, the party learned that Rev's father, Gregov, was also turned into an undead monster by Demetrius. Rev's father was now back and a vampire. The party also learned that Elliot, the once ugly-looking fiend, now sprite-looking character, was actually once Demetrius's cursed son, and as his memories came back to him, his visage changed into a similar look of what he once looked like so many years ago. Rev's father, Gregov, was scryed on by Elburn, and he saw him enter the home of the late Pharaoh Ganondel's parents. The party, alongside Thalia Ganondel, the captain of the Wild and Pharaoh's older sister, rushed to Faluin and rescue the Ganondels. They discovered that the home was empty, but Ray tracked them to the upper tier of the city and to the Library of Ancients itself. After making their way past prominent members of the Faluin community and receiving a writ from the long-winded King Moraine, the party finally went into the Library of Ancients, only to discover that the book was missing that they were looking for, and a trail of blood led to an ancient dungeon underneath the library. This dungeon turned out to be some sort of well-kept secret wing of the library that housed memorabilia and books of some of Erubrion's most powerful magic users over the ages, including the Archmage of Devis, Xavier Synax, and a horny orgy wizard, plus some others. After barely surviving the dungeon and almost killing Pharaoh's father, the party found themselves in the final chamber where Demetrius and Gregov had a bloody Elburn hostage. The two of them evaporated and left, but not before Demetrius commanded his vampire spawn to do one thing: rid the party of their innocence. The vampire spawn proceeded to focus all of their attention on Kelfie Tyrnbrix, and took her down within a few seconds. The rest of the party used this to their advantage and quickly killed the vampire spawn, but Kelfie was already gone. Worried about her cryptic warnings of not being able to come back, Atticus cast Revivify on Kelfie, and she did come back, but she could not remember who she was or who the party was. However, after Avra used her arcane abilities to contact the Great Ones, they returned Kelfie's memory on one condition: in a year's time, unless Kelfie removed the light from her sister Ray, Kelfie would be returned to the Great Ones. Left with not much time to process this information, the party left the dungeon, found Pharaoh's mother, and also discovered the true terror of Vizax, as he put the upper tier under his libido sorcery, as I have called it. Then the party made their way down to the lower tier and to the Golden Wing in order to regroup and collect themselves after the events of the day. And that is where we start. The night is still young. The sun only went down about an hour or so ago. The Golden Wing is filled with smoke from all the various red vine pipes. The atmosphere is relaxed. Your muscles are sore and your minds are tired, but for now, all of you are alive and with one another.
Man, this is good shit, you guys.
Honestly.
I don't know why it's taking me so long.
Is your first time?
Yeah, with this, for sure, yeah.
I had a buddy who grew it back at Steep Cliff, so he grew some real primo shit. But this
That
is really
tracks,
good too.
that tracks. I'm just
Wonder if
laying
we
back.
Could druid craft this, Ray? What could we? Do you think we
Oh,
could grow
goodness.
this?
Oh
Hold
my
on just
god.
a second. With all of the trouble of OBS, I forgot to move all of you lovelies.
It's
haven't
just
even-
how we're feeling.
We haven't even seen poor little JMO yet.
Oh no.
So we gotta get her in there.
Is that a sign? Something bad to
Okay.
come? Who's to say?
Plot twist: I actually died.
No! That's dark.
And you druid craft red vine though?
That's what.
Okay, can
That's
we?
what I'm.
I'm gonna get real
maybe-
close to you and be like, "Oh my god, let's try it. Should we try this?
Should we try it inside or should we go outside? We should probably go outside and try, right?
Maybe go
How'd
outside.
you
we
go
don't
out?
wanna-
Can I come?
Okay.
Can I
I
watch?
think we could.
Can I
Yeah,
I think we
yeah,
could
yeah,
do it
yeah.
here. I think
It's like when
everybody's
we all
kinda
go
cool.
for a smoke break. But
All right, I
we've all
just did
been
that
smoking
live.
here.
I'm sure it was very crazy for the viewers to watch what just happened.
You feel like you've been
but-
smoking red vine.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But we're here.
Zach, can we druidcraft red vine?
Can you druidcraft red vine?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
What do I have
Flower.
to roll?
I'll do a nature check. I'm good
yeah,
at
I
those.
would say actually instead of a nature check, roll your spell attack basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it with my sweet.
So we're
honey
gonna see how
dice.
good you can.
Can I help them by like blowing smoke into their face? Would that hinder?
So I give us advantage or disadvantage?
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
they can smell it while they're trying to do it.
I'm gonna say it barely doesn't give them disadvantage.
Got it, okay.
Okay, so
I
just
still do
Taking
it,
notes
though.
for the sake of science.
Yeah.
I definitely got a 10.
Okay.
16.
Neither of you feel like you're able to. JMO, you are able to kind of druid craft a very similar looking plant.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not able to incorporate the hallucinatory aspects. Of
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know this?
So
Can I
she
pick
can make
it and
CBD.
can I try?
Druid craft some
You
CBD.
can druid craft some CBD. Yeah.
I want to smoke
Nice.
whatever JMO just crafted. Assuming that she's better at
Okay. Yeah.
druidry, and I'm like, yeah, man, look, okay.
Did it? Yeah?
I don't know. It feels the same.
Maybe
Back
we
in
should
my
try
day.
again, like later. I'll try again later.
Back in my day, I'd tell you what, this shit was not as strong. I'll tell you that. This is,
Which day was
Yikes.
that?
you notice that Elbert, like, he's still like beat up from the fight and all that shit. He's just like sitting here going, "Yeah, man, this fucking shit
It's
is
just rubbing
not." And you
Yeah.
can tell, like,
the
as
self
chilling me
massage. Yeah.
he is so anxious.
That's so
Damn.
funny.
And with that, can I don't know if, can I do like a medicine check on myself to see if there's any sort of vampiric things within me beyond the things?
For sure.
that
Do
happen?
do a medicine check.
You look at yourself in a mirror.
Gonna do a little. Thanks, man. 12.
12. The majority of your injuries were from clawing attacks on you. There was a couple of bite attacks. But you feel pretty confident with the fact that because you never went unconscious, that you're good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like very much check the reflection and like touch it to make sure like I'm still there and just do one more. Just like starts coming out of my nose and I start coughing, give it back to Atticus and I go, We're chill.
We're chill.
Sit back down.
Yeah.
I'm tinkering to see if I can make like meth or something.
Excuse me?
What?
Can I make a meth check?
you
Or
Excuse
something.
me?
what do you tinker?
I just like take out like some explosives or something.
Okay.
Snorting gunpowder in the corner.
Okay.
Can we find an
Just-
abandoned RV
yeah.
somewhere? Like,
Can we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like really hotbox, like put the explosives in like a corner with like a lot of it?
Ooh, yeah. I'm trying to do that, Zach.
Once again, can you describe
Oh,
to me
no.
what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
I don't want credit for this.
I'm just putting a bunch of my stuff together to see if potentially it could get me high later on down the road.
Okay. Roll a just roll a stealth tech. Basically, is what I'm asking.
Sure. No problem. 19.
my God.
19. You mix some of the chemicals that
Walter
you
White.
use. You mix some of the chemicals that you use to polish the metals, with some of the chemicals that you use in the creation of. You mix it with some of Laszlo's. You know what I'm talking about? The plant that you, or the mineral that you.
Oh yes.
Uh,
Yes, of course. It's Lazarus.
Stuff that we were gonna go steal.
Lazrock, yes.
Yeah.
So
Some
you mix
Lazrock.
some Lazrock. You mix some Lazrocks with some
Yes.
chemicals that you use to polish some metal, and you feel like if you were to inhale it, that you like burn it and then inhale it, that it would like inhale the fumes off of it, that it would do something for sure.
just got very
God, you
serious.
Um,
We gotta stop him. He's just a child. How old are you, Laszlo?
I'm almost a
Son.
teenager.
What are you doing there, Laszlo?
Hey, Atticus, you're the only person that I trusted to do this. First of all, so if you want, it's not. You can say no if you want, but if you want to take a hit of this, I just
What is
created
He just
Ah.
shows you a small silver ladle filled with like a iridescent blue liquid.
Yeah. If you would have sold it any other way, it might not have. But iridescent blue sounds right up my alley.
You know that you have to. You know that you
I
have
kind of flick my
to.
hair.
You know that you have to light the liquid.
About to Baja Blast off.
So do you light the liquid on fire?
I mean, I'll have Laszlo walk me through how to do it. But yeah,
Yeah. So
I'll
Lasso,
try anything.
a 19's good enough that you know you have a small amount on your spoon. You're gonna light it. It's gonna flash, burn, and immediately become vapor. That then Atticus will need to.
It's like
inhale.
Vicks.
Yeah,
Vapor
I
That's
hold it.
strange.
Oh,
I hold the ladle next to my pistol and try to use the ignition to light it.
Okay. Yeah. Easily enough. So he
sniff it.
he like clicks the ignition on his gun, and the liquid in the like it's a pretty shallow ladle, and it just immediately flash burns and becomes a bunch of vapor, and he just tells you to inhale it.
I inhale.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution
I'm
saving
literally
throw?
just sitting next to them, like.
And
mid-
I'm gonna say
red
with
vine.
the amount of red vine in your system, you're gonna make this a disadvantage.
I am already at a point of exhaustion from dancing.
Okay, yeah.
don't worry. It's the DC.
I think
is
I
20.
think the first point of exhaustion.
It's
is
not
just
saving
ability.
throws.
Yeah, it's just ability checks. Yeah.
I just want to
Okay.
let everyone know that
14.
this just became an episode
No,
of
16.
Euphoria.
16.
It did. 16, yeah.
Okay, so you don't immediately fall unconscious, but as soon as that happens to you, Laszlo grows about twice in size, and is opening his mouth, and there's a bunch of there's small lights coming out of his mouth that looks as if fire is building up, and it looks like he's about to breathe fire on you.
Pretty cool,
And I
huh?
think this is like real, or like, I mean, I know I just.
I mean,
did
that's what
throw.
you. I'm telling you what you see.
Okay. Whoa, Laszlo, and I'm like looking up. Like, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
you're looking.
Howard,
You're
I
looking.
guess?
Yeah, you see Atticus look above you, and he's like putting his hands up.
How you
Hey, let's calm
feeling?
down, Laszlo. Let's just hold your horses.
Everything's okay. You're looking a little too high for my eye line.
Atticus, in your mind, you immediately hear your sister's voice, and she's sobbing.
Oh my god.
What did you give me, man? I'm just fucking crying.
no.
You look at when you say that, you look down at Laszlo, and it's just your father, and his flesh just starts falling off of his bones as he looks at you, and he's just like he's crying, but the cry it's just become snow that then falls on the ground and starts filling with him, but then the snow starts to come mixed with the blood, and there's just a blood slushy of snow and melted flesh at your father's feet.
I mean, I would be like picking up Laszlo by the face and just be like, "Oh my
Okay,
god!"
so, yeah,
what's
Laszlo,
happening?"
you just feel Atticus just like trying, like just rubbing up all on your face.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool, huh?
I'm straight up not having a good time right now.
I'm gonna take a hit of whatever I have, and then I'm just gonna put a hand on Atticus's shoulder and try to cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Okay, when you cast Lester Restoration,
Lester.
Lester
Restoration.
Restoration.
when you cast Lester's Restoration, you
Mordenkainen's Restoration.
Atticus, you're like holding on to your father's face as it's melting, and then eventually it kind of congeals into red scales as you look at Laszlo's face in front of you, and you feel back to sober.
Keep on
You
staring
okay?
Laszlo in the eyes. Just be like, never give this to anybody.
All right, got it. Sorry about that.
Unless
I'll
it's
put it
an
away.
enemy or somebody that you hate. We could maybe use this, but this is not a recreational drug.
All right, I calmly pack it away.
And hopefully that'll teach you not to try to create drugs.
You okay?
Every
And
single
then
one's
I
gotta
will say,
save.
but if you come up with anything else, let me know.
Yeah, I can use that spell a couple
I don't
more
know how
times
that
if you
doesn't
need.
just break your trust immediately.
I
As all
I
of
mean,
this is
it
happening,
worked, but
as all of this is happening, Abra, I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh no.
I hate when you ask us
You
to roll
see that
perception
Atticus
checks.
is coked out of his mind.
Just white powder everywhere.
No, Atticus,
Nat
unfortunately,
20.
nice.
Oh,
Atticus,
First roll of the night.
unfortunately, with that lesser restoration, you're now just completely sober. So you do have some catching up to do.
all right.
sorry. Here, yeah.
With a natural 20, you notice a couple things, Abra. First of all, you notice that, the main clientele of the Golden Wing, seems to be every once in a while glancing in all of your directions. It seems to be that you are a weird bunch of people, and that they are, it's just, Laszlo is at the table mixing chemicals and lighting them on fire, and you guys seem intense and out of place, and so you have a lot of attention on you. And you also notice that the front door of the Golden Wing opens, and a figure enters, with deep blue robes with like silver trimming, and a hood that is then pulled back to reveal a tall human woman with long turquoise hair, who is currently surveying the Golden Wing as she enters.
I was supposed to meet her at some point, wasn't I?
This evening you were supposed to, yeah.
Oh my god, I knew it, and that's why we're here, and I got a natural 20, and my whole brain aligned. I'm gonna just walk up to her.
You weren't supposed to meet her here. You were supposed to meet her at her office at the Giltris Institute
Later.
of Magic.
Like later.
Later, yes.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just kind of watch her for a minute, see what she does.
With the amount of eyes that are already glancing towards you, she does kind of catch your eyes, and but she just kind of waves and then walks over to a table by a window that is currently empty, and it just seems to be like a 2-seater table, and she sits down at that.
I want to like go back to just kind of hanging out with the group.
Okay.
Clear that she's here for somebody else, but I want to just like keep my peripheral vision.
You
on
do
her.
not get the intention that she's here for somebody else.
Oh, I don't. That she's just here. She just wants to be here.
You get the you get the inclination that she is here for you.
Oh.
She like waves at you and is like, let's talk, and then goes over and sits at a table.
Okay. Brain trust. I'll be right back. So only the people in the brain trust hear that, and then I'm gonna get up and walk over there.
Hey, Ava, where are you going?
We'll be right back.
I'll point.
Oh,
You-
okay.
you wanna-
I am stoned.
Are we
You
all
wanna-
going, or
you
what's
wanna-
up?
You're going alone?
No, I think Ava wants to go by
I'll
herself.
just be right there.
Are you sure you're okay?
Keep an
Rose?
eye out.
Do you guys
Uh,
tell
you
everybody
come-
when you're just like,
Yeah.
Should I come? Should I stay here? I don't know.
is this what you guys do
Leo-
every time someone like goes to the bathroom or something?
Yeah. Kelpie, we can hang out and I'll like lay my head on.
Honestly, here's what I'll do: is I'm gonna talk to her, and then if it seems like she wants to meet everybody, I'll just see if she wants to come over here because I would like her to.
That's
I would like
fair.
everybody to talk to her. But
Great.
I kind of
Who are we talking
honestly, I don't. I have an aunt apparently.
about? Like as a pet?
Come on, Elburn.
Come on,
Oh.
Elburn.
What?
All right,
Who
I'll
has
be
an
right
aunt as a
back,
pet?
you guys, and I'm
Okay.
gonna walk away.
We'll be here.
I
Uh,
said
I just like watch her
5
the whole
minutes.
time.
So you approach Fiona Bell, and you go and you sit at the table. You actually, you do suspect her to be related to you. Common sense says that she probably is related to your mother, but you do not know that she is your aunt. The only thing that you do know is that she looks like you, looks like your mother. You guys had a connection immediately when you made eye contact. She asked to see you as you were leaving. She said, Leona. You turned around and you said, that's my mother. And she smiled and she said, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, great.
So you go and you sit down and you, she kind of looks over, she looks at you. Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry. I didn't know I had any other relatives.
That makes sense. I'm Fiona. I am Leona's sister. It's a pleasure to meet you. You said she was your mother.
Yeah.
I knew that she was stubborn, but I did not think she was that stubborn.
You know, it's more clear to me every day that there's a lot that I don't know about my mother.
That makes a lot of sense.
Is there anything that you could tell me?
Well, first of all, I just want you to know. I did not know of your existence either. If I did, I would have been in contact. It's not like me to shirk family. That's more the way Leona worked.
I know.
I can't tell you much, if I'm being honest. What I can tell you is that we both grew up in Stagham. We both had an inclination for the arcane. Our father was one of the professors at Alchemy. And we were simply following in his footsteps. I ended up being a little more adept than Leona. The arcane comes to me more naturally, I suppose you could say. Leona did not like that. It immediately started conflict between the two of us. I wish that it would not have, for I was good I learned fast, but I wasn't good with people like she was. She knew how to put on a smile and, you know, flush her cheeks and get what she wanted. I am more of an intellectual. The intricacies of social interaction are something that evade me from time to time, although I am learning. Because of this division, I found myself coming to Giltris by myself. It was originally our plan to come together. Giltris is, I suppose, a natural next step after graduating from Alchemy. The magics that we teach at Giltris are just a little bit more involved. But she stayed behind, and that's when she met Pildor. And ever since she met him, she stopped talking to me. It started slowly at first, and then eventually just ended altogether. She would tell me of her travels with him and how in love with him she was, and slowly started alluding to the fact that he wanted nothing to do with me, and thought that my association with Giltris was, well, needless to say, I haven't heard from Leona in a very long time. I tried to contact her. I even tried visiting Stagham. She did everything in her power to keep me away. Eventually, I told myself that there was no reason for me to keep trying. Father was gone. Mother had been gone for quite some time. And Leona wanted nothing to do with me. I had a new family here in Faluin. People who cared about me. People who had similar interests as me. And so I chose to stay here. And I stopped trying to communicate with her. I would have assumed that she would have told me that she had a child, and so I do apologize that I did not know of you.
I certainly don't hold anything against you. I maybe am the only person who knows her as well as you do, so I do understand. It seems like you and I are very similar, which honestly makes me wonder even more why she wouldn't have told me that you exist.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Were you born with your hair?
No.
How did you come about the color?
My mom just kind of made a mistake when she was cutting my hair with magic once. I was very young. Honestly, I could probably figure out how to change it at this point, but I'm pretty used to it. Were you?
Yes, I was. Maybe subconsciously, she missed me after all. Well, that's all the information I have. I'm your aunt. I am the headmaster of the Giltris of Institute of Magics, and I'm willing to teach you anything, or if you need a place to stay, you can let me know. I also should probably let you know, I'm a very blunt person. Like I said, I don't really understand social cues or interaction at all. I don't really get the games behind it. And so I tend to just say exactly what is required of the moment. I'm also not the most emotional of people. Emotions tend to evade me. I don't really get how they work. But I'm aware of all of that, and I'm working on it, and I'm working on mirroring emotions. So
I understand that, and honestly, I think you're going to get along really well with my. You said you found your own family. I did too. They're over there. I would love you to meet them, but first, if you haven't spoken to my mother in a while, I assume you don't know.
There's many things I don't know. Can you be more specific?
Yeah. She. I guess you heard that the dragon attacked the academy, the city, but
Yes, I am aware that Stagham was attacked as well as Voluin, yes.
well, my mother was killed in the attacks.
Oh. Well. Hmm. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry as well. I mean, I guess I've had a little bit of time to
I see that
process.
you are not as sad as I would think one would be.
Well, like I said, there's a lot I didn't know about my mom. So I think
I understand. She was
maybe
hard
as I
to
put the
get.
pieces together about who she is, I'll feel like I have a bit more of a right to grieve.
Well, I will do what I can to help you when I can. And maybe together she can still be around. In some way. That's a nice thing to think about, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yes. Maybe I don't know how to say this. Don't bring her up around them.
Why?
Just trust me.
Trust you. Can I know the reason? Are they not aware that you had a mother?
They do know that I have a mother. They have met her. There's just the things that she's remembered by are maybe not the things that we want to have brought up.
Gotcha. Understood. I will not mention
But would
your
you
mother.
like to meet them?
I can become overstimulated quite easily. Are they a very stimulating group?
I'm gonna just real quick in the brain trust be like, hey everybody, start to chill, please.
Have you ever felt the inside of your nostrils? It's fucking.
I'm putting away my meth.
They can be.
The message to the people who are not in the brain trust.
Okay.
Reach everybody.
They certainly can be, but they also are not easily offended. So if you need to if you want to meet them for a moment and then meet them later another time,
I will meet them,
okay.
but just know I may leave at a moment's notice.
That's fine. That's okay.
I like her.
Is there a way that I can contact you? If I should I just come to your offices? I know you gave me.
Do you not have the ability to magically connect with me? That should be
You're right.
pretty
You're
simple.
right. Yeah. Sorry. This is it's a big day for me, and I've never tried this stuff before. It's a little. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Well,
Oh, over the table. Yes.
yeah.
She stands up to you. She walks over with you.
I pull my pinky in my nose.
Everyone, I would like you to meet my aunt, Fiona.
Hello. My name is Fiona Bell. Nice to meet all of you.
What's up?
I don't want to attack you.
All right.
Pleasure's
is,
all mine.
I'll tell her everyone's names in whatever order we're sitting at the table.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet all of you. What business did you have with the king today?
Not anything quick, I'll tell you that.
That's a joke because the king is very long-winded when he speaks.
Yes.
A long winds in the pauses, though, rather than the words, which is usually when that turn of phrase is used.
Yeah. It was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm sorry. Am I allowed to say that here?
You very much are allowed to say that. No one will punish you for such a statement.
Cool. Back in the day, that might have probably not been a thing.
The general populace is usually allowed to say what they mean as long as it does not incite a riot.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's good.
Fiona, I don't know if you. I know you mentioned Kildor. He's actually something that we're dealing with right now.
Ah,
We have
has he
a few
taken
people
you
that we're
away
dealing
from
with
your
right
families as well?
No, no.
I kind of did that on my own.
More like he's a very powerful magic user who could end the world.
Well,
He is.
He is Elburn. Don't get your
You're
knickers
you're
in a
This
powerful
twist.
too.
This
It's
is
okay.
this is quite concerning. What do you
Yeah.
what do you refer to?
I would like to, as quickly as possible, just like give her the rundown.
After you give her the rundown, which you are on Redvine, so it does take you a hot second. You see that
Yeah.
you see that she's sitting there processing the information, nodding her head as you say it, and then at the very end she says, "I'm very concerned. I have a lot to do. Goodbye." And she turns and she walks away.
It was nice
bye.
to meet you.
Nice, yeah. Bye.
She was nice.
She mentioned that she might leave quickly. She said she gets a little stressed out with a lot of people.
Honestly, ideal
Yeah.
to leave.
Yeah.
I told her that you guys would
Should
be
we
really
all do
okay with
that?
that.
Let's adopt that. Can we do that?
Yeah, honestly.
Cool.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
not with each other. We kind of
Oh.
need to
I have to
order
go.
for-
Bye. And then I stand up and
just establish like a I'll be back when.
no, I'm gone.
I would go after her, but I am blitzed out of my fucking mind.
Where do you
I just
No,
have-
Albert, no, stop.
I just have to.
I can't. I try to I sit up slightly and I go and back down.
Ray,
Give her a
what,
space, man.
Ray, what were you about to say?
I just had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, Ray just goes to the bathroom.
You guys ever feel just like giving it all up and living in the woods?
All right, so
I did.
Every
anyway,
I
is there
Literally for like 6 years.
other than are there any specific conversations or are there any specific actions that you would like to do before the evening comes to an end?
I would ask if someone could heal me so I can save my superior healing potion.
You'll be taking a long rest, so unless you think that you should be healed before you go to sleep.
I mean, what are you like down a lot? I could just pop some divine sense.
I'm at 62 and
Divine lay on
96,
hands.
but if we're about to long rest, then it's fine.
Yeah, I think we sleep in here, so.
All right. Ray has something, and then Rev has something. Does anyone else have anything? Ava has something. Atticus has something. Okay.
So many somethings.
Oh, sorry.
I've already made my meth.
Okay, so Laszlo and Elburn are good, and Kelpie's good. Okay.
Elvis too high to think about anything.
All right. Ray, what do you want to do?
So I just want to go up to Kelsey and like in the midst of it all, like nothing too serious, but just
Yeah.
like lean against her and be like, "Dude, we almost lost you."
Yeah. I mean,
That
like
was
you
crazy.
did. I was dead.
Yeah, I hated it.
It
I'm
wasn't
just gonna
that bad,
say it. I
though.
hated it. What?
I think I saw our mom though.
You did?
Yeah, does she look like? And then I'll describe the woman who I assume is my mom in my like mistiness.
You just to remind you heard a voice.
Oh, I heard her.
Yeah.
Never mind. So
You
I
heard a
think
voice.
I heard
Yeah, yeah.
our mom.
You heard a voice that you had never heard before, yet sounded familiar.
That I heard
I
the voice. I think
really-
it was our mom.
Feel like I don't even remember what she sounds like. It's
She kind of sounds like this, and I do a horrible imitation of what I recall the voice to be.
I mean,
That's-
it just sounds like Kelpie's doing a funny voice.
I just start giggling, just laughing my ass off, and I would be like, "That if that's what she sounded like, wouldn't that be so funny?"
I'm not very good at impressions, I guess.
The,
That was
says the one party member who literally transforms into other things quite frequently.
I can sound
I'm
like a
gonna
bear
do-
real good. So that's it.
I'm gonna do my impression of Kelpie doing the impression of our mom,
Yeah.
and just to make her laugh, see if
Yeah.
it can.
I'm immediately just like can't breathe because I'm laughing, like holding my
Um,
side, like yeah.
yeah, and that's just I just
So-
want to have a moment to
Yeah.
connect with.
For sure, no. Yeah, you guys have a sweet little moment, and Ray enjoys the feeling of having a little sibling, which is something that she hasn't felt in a while. And Kelpie, you know, you obviously very much enjoy the company, but, you know, there is something lingering in the back of your mind. Rev, what would you like to do before the and actually let me just ask real quick, Rev, is yours a like once everyone else has gone to sleep thing, or is it before everyone goes to sleep thing?
No, it's while we're here, kind of like just asking Avery, like kind of just like opening up like the bag and just like I've got a bunch. I know that like you might be tired and like might not be in the right headspace, but like when we can start going through this sooner than later, especially these dolls need to
Yeah.
like see if we need to like remove any curses
Sure. Let me see what I am prepared to do.
tonight.
Yeah, no, I mean that feels fair, first of all. Let me see. I can definitely hold on. Wait for it.
Pull out my gun.
I mean, I can figure out what a lot of that stuff is real quick here. I mean, in the next hour before we go to bed.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll stay up with you. We can just
Yeah.
All right, let's just go one at a time. What do you give her first?
all right.
What cursed item do you give her first?
We had 3 dolls.
Okay, so there was one doll that was missing a head,
Yep.
one doll that had a noose around its neck, and one doll that was covered in a white veil. The doll that is covered, they're all 3 magical. The doll that was covered in a white veil can be used to cast the spell blindness deafness once per day. The doll that had a noose around its neck can be used to cast silence once per day. And the doll with its head removed can be used to cast inflict wounds once per day. These dolls are able to, once enacted, the dolls can move by themselves 30 feet and then cast the spell.
I'm gonna kill that doll. I don't like
No,
that.
thank you.
What's next?
I think we should stop.
They seem, but they don't seem like cursed, right? Like they seem like magical items, but they don't seem like they're dangerous.
How do you check if they're cursed?
I
Haven't
mean,
seen a
I'm
lot of
using
cursed items.
identify.
But
Yeah.
those
You
dolls seem
you cast
cursed.
identify, and I told you what you know from identify.
Take the noose around that one's neck.
I mean,
Okay.
nothing like okay. How about this? Nothing is speaking to you. Nothing feels weird when you touch them.
And I have to cast identify. I literally have to touch it for 11 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that feels good.
Do they have to be attuned to?
They do not have to be attuned.
Okay.
What's next?
Spooky dolls could be useful.
And then I had the diary from that same room. I don't know if that had any like magical stuff going on.
The diary.
That is just to be read through.
The diary does have a small little lock.
That's right.
But it is not magical.
Okay. I'll work on that later. I got my tools. I'll try and pop that lock here maybe later on.
I got it. I pulled my gun out and lock it.
No.
Got it.
Put that away. Put it away.
I just want to be helpful.
What do you give her? What do you give her next?
Actually, you
Actually,
should have left that gun in the cave.
there's something that is in that bag that you don't have to cast identify on. It is an old artifact from the Archmage of Devis. It was the like I forget how I described it exactly, but it was what?
The dad still definitely has those robes on. That we didn't do
Yeah.
anything about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. But you do. It was well. She told some magic. She could have told some magic users, and he's not helpless.
Yeah.
As long as he didn't take him off, he's
As
good.
he tries to like get undressed tonight.
Yeah, true. It's like a silver. It's like a silver orb, basically, that can be opened and closed. And Elburn, you know that this was a magical item that you created. That was something that you created in order to make it more useful for you to have certain components for certain spells. This item, any gem, any stone of earth that can fit into the like half-foot diameter orb can be transformed into another stone of earth of equal gold value. So if you put a 300 gold emerald in that device, you can get a 300 gold diamond out of that device, for instance. So that is what that magical item does.
Do I see him pull that out?
Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah. Unless he doesn't pull that out. I mean, you wouldn't know the information, but so I'm assuming he would pull it out, yeah.
I sit up and very relaxed. I tell him all of that information. I go, oh yeah, it's a shame I'm gonna destroy it. And then I pull my gun right back out and very slow. I think it's very quick, but I'm slowly moving my.
And I'm just slowly putting it back towards like Elburn.
Now wait a minute. I'm having a trauma response right now. What's happening?
Can someone just take Elburn's guns for the night? please?
Gun safety, Elburn. Give the guns back. I create them from you. I can take them back.
Hold on now. And then I pull the other one out and I go, listen.
Some new relatives. I think you gotta stop. You gotta stop bringing guns out when we meet new people.
No one's new around here. I'm just saying I'm having a crisis. I can feel I'm anxious about seeing this. Oh my God, we didn't get the robes off of her dad.
He'll be fine. They were
All
like,
right, Rev, what's next?
I'm glad he wasn't around when the sexy wizard cast that spell to make everybody take their clothes off. That would have been an interesting combination.
Honestly.
All right. We've got these scarabs.
Beautiful.
The two scarabs are not magical. They are just two emerald scarabs worth, I think, 300 gold, I said.
Something like that.
And then the other scarab is a gold scarab that has like these veins of black obsidian throughout it. And that gold scarab, if attuned to, it's basically it turns out it can become a what's a bracelet, but it's not a bracelet.
Bracer?
A bangle?
A bracer, yes, thank you. Or a bangle. I think bracer is more so, but it becomes like a bracer, and if a person attunes to that bracer, they know the cantrip infestation.
Oh,
That's a good one. I have that one.
I'm jealous.
It's a pretty good one.
I try to lift my guns again. Can we still go back to the destroying that thing, please?
No.
No.
Can I
Seems
try
useful.
it? I have some emeralds if we want them diamonds.
Yeah, I mean that could save any of our lot. I'm out of diamonds.
Oh,
Oh,
I have a
you
diamond.
guys.
You want my diamond?
I mean, I'll hold on. How big of a diamond?
I mean, if I had to guess, I would say it's worth about 500 gold pieces.
I'm very
Yeah, that would be
upset.
enough.
Do you
yeah,
think-
that would be great.
Do you think the dragon emerald, could fit in there?
That
Oh,
would
the,
be
like,
crazy.
big thing?
It's much bigger than that.
Wouldn't that be cool? What would?
We could
That would be cool.
That'd be
It would
pretty
not be cool because this is an evil thing and we should get rid of it.
How is it evil?
doesn't
Yeah,
seem evil to me.
Get
Why do you
rid of
think
it.
it's
I think it's yeah.
Guys!
I mean,
No, Elburn, for real. If it's evil, tell us. Is it
Yeah.
really evil?
if it's evil, then I'd say like you're evil, right?
Well, he was. He for sure
We
He's-
was.
went
he was
over
kind
this.
of
I was a
evil.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
What?
Piece of shit.
But I mean, if this thing just changes things into diamonds, is that evil?
Did you curse it?
I don't know. I just don't like that. I
Okay, so you're just being weird.
Being weird.
he's
This
just
is
being
a problem
Elbert.
for me.
Is it evil or are you being weird?
I, like a child, like lean back with my head tilted back, like, oh my god.
Being
Weird. Let's move on.
Okay.
He
Kinda
yells at
fun.
everybody else shit, but
While they're talking, I take my diamond out and I'll give it to Atticus, and I'll take my
Thank
2
you.
emeralds
I am
out and I'll
yelling.
pop them in.
I'm yelling throughout this entire thing. Incoherent.
How much are your
I'm like
emeralds
yelling
worth?
with you.
I have 2 worth 200 each.
Okay, yeah. You place two chunks of emerald in the orb. As you place it, it becomes sealed, and like the crease disappears, and it just becomes a solid orb of metal. And these runes that were like very lightly engraved all light up. And basically you are able, they are the runes, and from those runes you're able to choose the type of gem that you want to turn it into. It basically
like a microwave.
basically like any earth stone
like a
that you can
microwave.
think of.
Oh, nice. I
Lab
choose
rock.
diamond.
You choose diamonds.
Vending machine.
You choose diamond. It like it goes up in the air a little bit, just kind of like
What?
vibrates, just and like almost moves a little bit, and then it
Whoa.
slowly comes back down. Opens up some like
Oh,
green stop
Scary.
it, some green arcane like steam comes off of it.
Ooh.
Spicy
You
planet.
see 2 diamonds worth 200 gold sitting
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Pick them up and
Um,
I'll give both to Atticus.
are
as
they
well.
warm?
They are not warm. However, the device then like
Haunts us.
it's able to it sits on its end, and then once you sit it down, the device kind of rolls to its side.
Mm. Probably like a once per day thing.
Tired.
Well, most
Elbern,
of
you
these
made
Yeah,
things
this?
seem like.
I
You
am
made this
so
item?
upset. Yes.
Anyway, here you
Still
go,
have the
Atticus.
schematics?
Here's
Albert
my
is
stuff.
literally just trying to tell everyone his feelings, and everyone's like, "Shut the fuck up, Albert."
We're
It's the
trying to
most
get something
calm.
done right
It's
now.
the most calm he's ever
I'm
talked about
patting
his
him on the
emotions,
shoulder.
and no
I
one is
know,
giving him
buddy.
credit.
Don't expect much from us during the magic item reveal portion of the session.
If a spell requires 1 diamond worth 300, could I use 2 worth 400, or does that not work?
Yes,
like that?
but just as if it's the
You don't
same
get
thing
change.
as if you were, it's the same thing as if you were to
They
use
both- okay.
a diamond worth 500 gold. It would just use it all up. It's
Got
would
it.
use it
Tipping
all
your
It's like
God.
you can't get change on the bus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're tipping your deity. I think that's
Thanks,
it for the
Leo.
magic items you guys found down there, right?
There was the jeweled skull, like with the horns.
Oh yes, so the
I don't know
jeweled
if that was
skull.
anything,
It
but
was
that was
not
like
magical. It was.
Oryx's, yeah.
Yeah, I think I even described it specifically as decoration then.
Yeah.
And then but the spell book for the orc, does have just
And I would show that to
yeah.
Abra.
It has some spells in Orcish. If for anybody, does anybody speak Orcish?
Yes.
Ray looks at him, and you basically determine that you have any the spell book is not useful to you. You're already
Okay.
better than whatever this spell book is.
Would like,
Gilbert, you want to destroy something?
no, well, hold on.
Yeah. And I give the tiniest bit more resistance to Atticus, but I'm stoned. Not a lot. It's just like, eh.
Atticus,
Let him do
while
it,
you're
it's gonna be
holding
fun.
Elbern's hands down, are you at least rubbing him slightly with your thumb?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh,
Rev, do you
You
think we
guys
shouldn't destroy
should.
this?
Like a horse.
Well, I was like the pages that were ripped out. Could you cast mending? Would that show us the pages that were gone?
That wasn't the orc spellbook. That was the actual book you were looking for. Yeah. But still a very, very prominent question. And you would know because you've tried this before, because you were a student and you've used it on parchment. It brings back the parchment, but it does not bring back what was written on the parchment. Unfortunately, you can't get out of homework that way. Or ripped homework. I
what's a
guess you could say.
student?
Ask Abra.
Sorry, I was promised to destroy something. Can I destroy my orb, please?
You cannot
No, you
shoot
can
your
destroy
guns
this,
in this building.
spell book outside.
I want to come.
Find Ray. This is your responsibility, okay? Find a safe place.
Okay.
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 And I'm gonna hand the book to Ray
I got
and
it.
say you're in charge.
No,
It's,
wait. Oh, hi. Give me all of this stuff back.
I have a bomb you can use.
I can
I
keep
thought
the
I-
magic items in my bag of holding if you want, Rev. But if you want to hold on to some, or you can hold on to all of them, I don't care.
I think until everyone's sober, Rev's just gonna go ahead and hold on to all of them.
I have the book. It's too late. Too late. No retcon.
Wait, you have the book?
I have the book. I have it.
Okay.
I put it in my mouth. I turn into a dire wolf and I get the fuck out.
Or do you really?
Yes.
All right.
I am
Elmer
high
and
as
Chase.
fuck.
What? And I turn and try and shoot.
Well, you don't. I got you down. You're not turning
I go to
anywhere.
bed. I go to bed.
Rev's like, I'm done with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
hold on.
attempt to turn. and shoot,
Make
but I don't know if I can.
strength. Make an athletics check at disadvantage. Atticus, make an athletics check. Regular straight roll.
You're kidding.
Disadvantage,
So
too.
wait, you said a disadvantage.
I did. Yes.
Thank God that was an 18.
I'm also at disadvantage, and I rolled 2 2s, so 5.
I rolled an 11.
All right.
for
Make
disadvantage.
an attack roll.
All right, Elburn. I'm hosting a seminar on gun safety tomorrow morning.
Oh my God. At disadvantage?
No.
That's a 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Now you're just shooting Ray.
I'm shooting for the book.
In her mouth?
This shit's stronger from when I was a kid. 8 points of fire damage.
Ray, you take 8 points of fire damage as a bullet enters your hide. Everyone in the establishment immediately starts freaking out. And Daisy, the owner, goes over to her bar and starts ringing a bell.
Oh shit, what happened?
I'm walking away like I
No.
don't know Elbert.
I'm gonna slap Elrin on the head and take his guns.
Elburn, do you let her take your gun?
I don't have the strength to hold that.
Okay, so
That happened, and
she
What's
takes
going-
your
what?
she takes your gun.
what happened?
You shot a gun in a building.
I want to go talk to Daisy.
We're
If I can, like, go up to Daisy.
You go up to Daisy and she
Like-
looks at
like
you
this.
and she takes out a crossbow and points it over to you. Get the fuck out!
My friend
Get the fuck
is
out! Get
very
the fuck
inebriated.
out!
We're
Get
leaving.
the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
I'm
We
gonna
don't-
give 10
No,
gold.
I don't
Here's
need
10
another
gold.
word. I don't need another word.
all right.
Throw 10 gold and then walk away.
Let's leave.
Elburn, you just
My-
got us kicked out of the coolest bar in this town.
Why does this keep happening to us?
No, they
Fiona said
raised
we
the
can
alarm for some
stay.
reason.
Real quick, Ray, where are you going?
So I was still in the bar when he fucking shot me, right?
Yeah.
I immediately drop wild shape and I just have a giant, like, I'm bleeding out of my butt probably. And I just look at him and I have the book and I throw it down and I just say, "Why you gotta fucking ruin everything?" And then leave.
Two Voluan guards enter the establishment, and Daisy takes her crossbow and points it over at Elburn, and she says, he's the one, he started shooting up my customers.
Yeah.
Look around like you're like
It
very
was-
much like, who are you talking about?
It was him, and I'm like mage hand, like bright neon.
The two guards approach you, Elburn, and they have their spears out.
What's up?
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
And I stonedly like doing some weird like bullshit. I was like, yeah, what's up?
They manacle you and they start escorting you out of the tavern.
Just so you guards know, I did not create these guns. Have nothing to do with this.
That's not fair. No, he's a very good craftsman.
Daisy looks at the rest of you with her crossbow and is like, "Get out of here."
Can I just ask one of the guards and just be like, is this like a sleep it off situation or is this like he's going to jail situation?
That's not for us to decide.
See you in the morning. I'll just walk out.
Is this what happens when I share my feelings as I walk out?
With guns.
Lessons learned.
You
Don't
just
share your
shot
feelings
me.
with guns.
Okay, so
You shot me.
everybody is now outside of the Golden Wing. Ray, did you just stay outside as you left?
Yeah. And I
As
watched
you're
him- I
as
watched
you're
the
there,
guards
you
walk
watch him. Yeah, you watch the guards take Elburn away.
As he
Be sure
goes
to
away, I
grab the
say,
book
"This was
off the ground as we
Okay.
make our way.
Noted.
Do you need healing, Ray? Are you okay?
No, it's kind of cool actually.
Noted.
Never had a butt shot before.
Yeah.
Ray, you might be the only one who can stop them from taking him. Do you want to, or we can go get him in the morning? I'm gonna leave.
No,
that up
we
to
were
you.
supposed to fucking have fun.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking destroying
fair.
something together like we used to.
Guys, where are we gonna sleep? I'm like really tired.
I got a
I'll
hole.
cast sending to Fiona and say, it turns out we do need sleeping arrangements. Can we meet at your office?
You hear a response back that says, "I was not expecting all of you to need sleeping arrangements. I can't do that. I need you to stay somewhere else."
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to a brothel. I don't know where everybody else is going.
yeah, I want to do that.
We could.
Everybody's
also, like-
welcome.
We could.
I'm footing the bill.
You could
Yeah,
teleport
I've
to
never
my
been
hole.
to
do
one
that.
before.
I was gonna make the bubble, but the bubble's an everyday thing.
I'm going to try to recreate my own cloud in this brothel. So
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what that
all
means.
right. I'm gonna
I just
go.
want to sleep.
I'm gonna go one at a time here. Okay. So oh man, D&D. So Laszlo, what do you do?
I go up to Ray and say, can Tiny come out to play?
Yeah, Tiny, and I like in Draconic just yell Tiny. So it's like, Rah!
Do you
Hope
actually
that's how you
summon
always-
Tiny, or do you just?
No, I think I'm sobering up
Oh
a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah. Well, you also can't. Yeah, you already summoned him once today, so
Oh, okay,
did?
that's fine.
yeah. Remember, because he asked him out on a. He just sat there at the entrance.
Oh,
to
that's
the
still
battle.
the same day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw that. Yeah. So I still do all that, knowing that he like won't come because he's out doing tiny things. And
Yeah.
I'm looking up to the skies.
I don't. He might be. I don't.
All right, well, I can just sleep in like an alleyway, kind of like in a hole. I find so no problem. No, don't worry about me.
Be careful. I'll like grab his face. Be careful.
All right, I just walk into a dark alleyway.
Before you guys separate, do you at least tell each other where to meet each other in the morning?
Oh yeah.
outside of the
Let's-
brothel. I don't know.
Let's meet at I'll give them the location for Fiona's office and say like let's just meet outside that building.
It's her building is the Giltress Institute of Magics in the upper tier.
Meet there.
I mean, you
Maybe
can
we-
you can
there?
still meet there, but I'm just saying,
Yeah. Meet there?
meet at the
sounds
college.
fancy.
I'll make sure that I take
Fancy.
a little scrap of paper and write it down for everyone so that nobody here's the
All right.
address, here's
Okay.
the time.
All right, so that's what happens. Laszlo goes and finds a hole in the wall. Ray and Atticus go to a brothel. Rev.
I'm going to a brothel.
I
Ava's
would
going
go
to a
to a
brothel?
brothel because I don't.
All right,
Why
Kelpie, you go to a brothel.
You get in.
But
We'll vouch for her.
you are basically
I
like,
won't.
you're allowed to stay, and you're allowed to, but you're allowed the activities that you pay for are like,
Coloring.
no,
Is there a daycare at this brothel?
they're like dessert related.
Ooh.
So like you can go into a room and just like eat cake until you fall asleep.
Great. That sounds great.
That's like
I wanna go
Brothels
to
are
that
great,
brothel.
guys. I want to go to brothels all the time.
Okay.
I want to get chocolate
before?
wasted.
I'm gonna send Gidget with Kelpie. That way I just can check in on her if I need to.
You have not brought Gidget back to life yet.
Oh right.
Oh shit.
So you do not do that. The rest of you find companions that you find suitable for the evening.
Just sits in the lobby of the brothel fuming. Every once in a while,
Lobby.
just like Every once in a while, like just in the brain trust, like I fucking hate you guys.
You just hear screaming.
I hope this ruins it a little bit for you.
Literally, just like
Can I
everyone,
turn off
just
the
like,
brain trust?
just like every once in a while, just like, hey, just so you know, I hope you're thinking about me, thinking about me, thinking about my red beard, red beard, me, red beard. Like,
I
I'll
feel
just be
nothing.
like, yeah,
I
Ram,
hear
wish-
nothing.
Why
I'm
don't
fine.
you join me? It's fun. You want some chocolate?
Kelpie's just so confused.
Rev does acquiesce and like angrily go in and like a handful of like and like
Just
goes back to like trying to pick the lock of this fucking diary.
I will say you easily are able to get into that diary. It is in Abyssal, which I do think you speak.
Yep.
And the memoirs of this child are filled with the intimate details of the torture and slaughter of all of her victims.
Cool. So I actually, instead of saying I hate you, I just read that out loud in the
I can't hear anything.
Elburn, you are taken by two guards to a jail cell.
While we're on the way,
Uh-huh.
I just keep going over to them where I just keep going. I just wanted them to do like a nice thing, and I was really upset. I don't know what happened. There was a boom, and then fucking a wolf was there. I don't understand what you put in that stuff. When I was young, that was a very long time ago. When I was young, this shit, you got sedentary, and that was fucking it. And
They really
like,
they
constant
want to
cycle.
be they really want to be bad cops and abuse you, but they're not going to do that. But they want to be. So they're just going to they just take you in and they throw you in a jail cell. It does have like drunk tank vibes. It doesn't seem to be like a prison. But you are thrown in a cell with a not very comfortable cot and pillow and wool blanket.
pink.
Yeah.
The last thing I say before I go to sleep, because I'm gonna go to sleep like sitting on it, but like definitely not gonna lie down.
Yeah.
Because they look around and go, wait.
Oh, and they take your stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's everybody?
And sleep.
And I pass out immediately.
As all of you find your various places of rest, some stuff goes down. Kelfie.
Shit, yeah.
Put down the popcorn, you're not done yet. While you are sleeping, you find yourself in the familiar place that you have been many times over the past few months. A dark plane of existence, standing in a couple inches of water, but there is no light, and you hear nothing until a loud bang, followed by another loud bang, followed by a couple in repetition until you realize that it's knocking. And it was hard to hear at first, but then you hear a voice. Kelfie! Kelfie, can you hear me? Make a perception check.
That is a math 23.
You immediately recognize this voice as the voice of a Theed. And you start running towards it. And you start trying to assist him and get to where he's calling for your help. Kelfie! Kelfie! I'm trying to get to you! They won't let me get to you! Kelfie, do you hear me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kelfie. His voice fades. The knocking fades. And you are surrounded by silence. In this dark plain And Kelpie, I need you to lose all levels of Warlock. And as you sit there in the silence, hey, you turn around, and as soon as you turn, you're no longer in the black plane of existence. And you look back behind you, and there's no black plane of existence. It's what you see everywhere, which is just a field of green. And then a cliff high in the air with a cascading waterfall that falls into a still pool of water surrounded by vibrant flowers. And you see Pharaoh standing there, looking at you. So you fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really
Yeah.
tried to do what I could to help you, but
Yeah,
know,
yeah, no, you did. You did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good news. Eldath still wants to help.
Okay.
So I do too. You know, I want to help you as much as I can. You never needed them anyway. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
they're just the people who created everything. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's,
they don't seem that important.
like
so.
that's really low priority. I'm trying to see what I can do,
Okay.
but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
But she can. And you turn, and you see a woman in long brown hair that seems to be interwoven with vines. She's wearing a short sleeved tunic that seems to be made of interwoven vines and leaves. And it's over top of just like a cotton brown shirt, simple pants, barefoot. She looks at you. Hi.
Hi.
You don't know what to say, do you?
No.
It's okay. I'm Eldath.
I figured, and
Yeah.
I've never talked to you much, so that's why I.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Mhm.
And you see her walk, and as she speaks, it's like you're hearing her voice from all directions, and it's very harmonic and beautiful. You know, promises mean a lot. And so I don't think anything can be done about the promise that you made. But I will make sure that you are not left alone. And she comes up to you and touches your cheek, and it feels very warm. And she says, in a year's time, you'll come here, and you'll join me. And me, Pharaoh says.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'll give you a little help. She leans down and she kisses you on the forehead ever so lightly, and you feel this immense warmth inside of you. And as you fall into a serenity sleep, completely mindless, you feel warmth, you feel welcome, and regain all of those levels in Druid.
Cool.
And you find yourself asleep for the rest of the night. Rev, as you are asleep, you hear a slight tapping noise. And you look up and you see your father. And he is currently sitting outside of a window near you, and he's tapping on the window. And he looks at you.
I go over to the window.
He gestures for you to open the window. He sighs. He mouths, "I need to talk to you."
You can talk it. We can talk in here.
You extend your brain out to him, and he kind of looks at you. Before I say anything, I just need to say, don't make anyone aware that I am here. And don't make any moves on me. Because if you do, something bad will happen. Rev, I need you to come with me. If you come with me, the rest of your friends will live. And no one else will get hurt. He just wants you. And he said that if you join him, he will set me free.
I can't believe that. I can't trust a deal that he would make.
If you don't come with me right now, more people are gonna die, son. I don't want anyone else to die. Think of your friends. Think of your friends' families. Don't let anyone else die because you are too much of a coward to do what's right. Make an insight check.
I'm using my brain D8 to add to that.
All right.
That's 19 total.
With a 19 total, you know two things. One, he is struggling with every thought that he has as he sends it to you. He does not want to send it to you.
Yeah.
The second thing that you know is that he is telling the truth. At the very least, he truly believes in what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. I know that I helped him get this far. But if he's willing to make this deal, that means that there's something that he needs, that he wants from me. And if I can keep him from getting that, at the very least, And I'm going to do everything I can to stop this. And I'm sorry.
He looks at you, and you see just the slightest flash of relief go through his face, but then deep concern, and then anger. And he looks at you and he says, I hope you don't learn to regret this. And he fades back from the mirror. Atticus, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Am I still exhausted?
Yes.
Okay. 12.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Let's use this. That's a natural one.
You immediately take 30 points of poison damage.
Got it.
And 8 points of piercing damage.
Is any of those from a spell?
No.
Okay.
As you are awoken to a man clad in dark leather shoving a dagger into your chest. And Rev, right before your father's face, basically, leaves your eyesight, you see him at the very last second get a flash of concern again on his face and then look up towards the rooms. And with a 19 on rolling on that insight check, you feel like it's the inner part of your father warning you. We don't need to roll for initiative. You are now, actually, that was a surprise round. So yeah, roll for initiative, just Atticus versus, this guy's initiative. Rev, we're just going to say that what do you do, Rev, upon hearing this?
Bring trust at that point in time. I would warn everybody, like, they're here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd try to reach out to Laszlo. I have a mile range.
I would say, yeah, you can reach out to Laszlo. Yeah, Laszlo would probably try to find an alleyway close to the brothel.
Am I within 30 feet of Rev?
You are in the brothel, 30 feet. I mean, yeah, that's like, I would say, yeah.
Okay, so I can hear
the person
him.
that wouldn't hear then it would be
Elbert.
then.
Yeah. 30 feet's more longer than I think it is.
I got a 23.
23. Okay, so yeah, you're for sure first. So he is just standing above you with a dagger in your chest, and you have none of your armors or weapons on unless you fucking armor and weapons.
Unless it's requested, no. Is there anybody else in my room?
Whoever you chose to partake the evening with is lying next to you. Yes.
It would be multiple people, so it'd be like a couple people.
Okay, sure. Yeah, there's a couple of people. You chose the edge of the bed just in case, something came afoot. But yeah, there's others, and it just seems to be them attacking you. At the sound of the commotion, the others are waking up and are very concerned and maybe starting to scream.
Yep. I don't have my spell focus or anything. So I'm just gonna try to grab him and just scream for help and just try to like grapple onto him so he can't get away. And try to like if I can hold his like dagger having hand.
Okay,
and
yeah.
like try to
make an athletics check.
And we haven't had a long rest or anything, right? It's in the middle of it.
Yep, this is the middle of
it. 7.
He rolled a 5.
Okay.
So you have him grappled. The rest of you, Rev and Kelfi, I'm assuming are running upstairs. Avra, Ray, what do? You both wake up hearing this message from Rev. I'm just going to go ahead and say that because it's the speed of thought. Rev has let you know someone's here. You guys have both said it's not here, and Atticus has said he's here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it's the speed
And
of thought. So you guys
And if
know
anybody
what's
else
going
was
on.
in Atticus's room, I don't judge if you were there. Just whatever.
I don't
Well, I
know, man.
wouldn't know. I would just have heard Rev say they're coming because I
but
can't hear the brain trust.
if as long as it's within 30 feet, Rev can open the channels to everybody.
So I'm not just hearing it from Rev.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah.
Yeah. So just so you know, you are all very aware of the situation. So Ava, Ray, what do you guys do?
I would start running toward wherever Atticus is.
Yeah, I'm assuming Ray does the same.
I roll over and I'll just be like, duty calls, and I'll and then run.
Yeah. They think you mean shitting, but so you
I know
guys
what I
all run half naked to Atticus's room. Atticus
Elf's just like covered in like chocolate.
yeah. Atticus, this surprisingly, this guy can't put up much of a fight against you. So you are currently bleeding from the chest. Oh, also you're poisoned, by the way.
Yep.
You have the condition of poisoned. But you're not gaining any more.
God damn it!
You're not gaining any more or taking any more damage.
Okay.
But you're holding him. All of you burst into Atticus's room to see him holding this assassin who's like struggling against him. And he's clad completely in dark leather with a hood and a little bandana up.
And Atticus
covering
is
his mouth.
naked, just butt naked.
Yeah.
Great.
Just got this guy in like a half Nelson behind, or a full Nelson behind him.
Now is not the time for jokes.
Is the guy like, so Atticus is behind him and the guy is fully within like our attack range?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Can I attack him?
Yeah.
I'll say don't kill him. Like, don't kill him.
Yeah, but you can,
Cool. I'm gonna.
I'll say you have
chuck-
advantage.
Would the other brothel people like who partook in
The people in
said-
Atticus's room.
No.
Oh.
Ray and Avra, would they be clothed and armed?
I not armed. Maybe if they took the time to be clothed, they can be clothed. But
Oh, I'm absolutely not. But I'm gonna throw an ice knife at him because I don't.
okay, yeah.
Ice knife.
magic.
Go ahead and roll spell attack.
That is 24.
That hits. Roll damage.
Mhm.
Atticus, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That is a 10 piercing damage.
Okay. And
Two.
then roll the
Okay.
other damage as well.
17.
For the second ice knife.
No,
No.
not for the second ice knife. For the fact.
Cold. Yeah, the ice knife.
For when the
Ooh.
ice knife explodes on everyone within a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not read this.
That's all right.
yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure I'll
wouldn't
say
know
it and
though,
I get
because
half
this is the
damage,
first
so-
time.
Yeah, this
Um,
is the only time I'll like actually be pretty strict on this because
No,
was
that's
great.
cool
the
because
character
I've
Ray
never-
doesn't know the magic.
Yeah, I don't know. So they just need to do a dexterity saving throw.
And
Everybody
then-
within range.
Yeah, and then they take half damage if they succeed, right?
No, it just says they must succeed or take if they don't succeed.
Okay, great.
Oh, okay. So I got
um,
17.
So he says he succeeds. Everyone else that's in the room is good, or everyone else player wise is good, but the brothel
Oh,
people need to roll.
We have to roll
Let
for
me,
that.
let me see if I have to get that on.
You need to-
How
Brothel
many people,
people.
Atticus?
I would
modest.
say like 6.
Oh my god. Oh my
Jesus.
god.
So
That's the orgy
you-
we waited
you're
for.
allowed 3. You're allowed 3.
Does Atticus have?
So 3
You're
other
allowed
people.
3.
So
They
3
get
other
plus
people.
4 if they're within 10 feet of me.
Okay, so 2 of them get 16. One of them gets a 9.
That was the line. He
What's
used
your
over
spell?
and
What's your spell DC?
Me.
Yeah,
My for the
for ice knife. What's the spell DC?
Oh wait, I have disadvantage on people
15.
saving. Oh, it's
15.
attack rolls, never mind.
15.
Are you talking
so-
about the save?
No, yeah, yeah, the save.
Yeah, they have to make a dex save.
Okay, so
of
2 of
15.
them succeed, 1 of them fails. Go ahead and do damage for the one that fails.
2d6. 5.
Okay, so the guy in Atticus's arms and one of the sex workers immediately fall unconscious.
Damn.
I would throw down the guy and then go over to the patron of the arts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
I would heal him for 5.
yeah, you heal him for 5, and they wake up and they're just like, "Ah, whoa."
Atticus has got you. Atticus has got you.
Hey, and after a moment, they look up at you and they're like, "Could that happen again?"
And as he's saying that, I'm running up, being like, "I am so sorry." Oh.
Just out of curiosity.
Do you want-
No, not right now. I'm in pain.
Okay.
Not really though.
I
How am
got
I
the ice
how am I
knife.
not in pain? This has unlocked something in me.
I guess what's going on here?
I read the ice knife again.
I got stabbed. That guy stabbed me, and I'll run over and lay on hands him for 1 if I can.
That's good. 'cause
Unless he's dead.
He did fail 1 death saving throw. So
Yeah.
you lay on hands him for 1, yeah, and he comes to consciousness.
And then I'll just sit on him, just on his back.
Oh, just give him a
on
good
him?
old teabag.
Yeah.
Hold on, everyone. I'm still running down the street.
I'm like
Atticus.
clutching a bleeding wound in my chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Atticus and do cure wounds on him if I can.
Yes, you can. Atticus, you never specifically said you took the dagger away from the guy, right? I mean, you said you were holding on to it, but then you just said you
I
threw
said
it
I was-
down.
Yeah.
Okay, so he grabs the dagger that's lying down next to him and swings it at you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm on top of him.
Yeah, I mean, he gets a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair. Swinging at me?
Yeah. I mean, he's just
Okay.
he grabs it and he does this.
Yeah,
That's not that hard.
You're naked ass to sit on
And
top
he
of
gets a 15, but I think with no armor. and
I
stuff,
mean,
that
without-
hits
If I don't have it, yeah, it'd be 9. Would be my armor class.
you. Yeah. So he does. It doesn't have the injection of poison, but he does do a total of 7 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay.
As he
God damn it!
and he pulls it out and goes as if he's gonna do it again.
Well, I want to knock him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like not like a non. not
Yeah.
killing.
Go ahead and roll the. You know what? Yeah, you're able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just missing him over and over.
And you specify non-lethal damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can somebody take the dagger out of my ass and we continue this
Got
conversation?
it. I'll go and grab.
And
And for the 3rd time, can somebody hand me my pants?
on that note, we'll go ahead and take a little bio break as we deal with the aftermath of the
And somebody hand
brothel
my pants.
assassin when we come back.
Brothel assassin.
So yeah, go hydrate, get some food, do whatever. we'll be
Think
right.
about what you've done.
Think about what you've done. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Oh my god.
Hello, we are back. Welcome back from break.
Back at the brothel.
Hope you back at the brothel. Atticus has just asked for his pants. So yeah, you all have an unconscious assassin, a numerous amount of sex workers that are getting dressed and leaving,
That's fair. That's fair.
and the rest of
Guys,
you are
let's stay.
also in this room.
So I did take the dagger out of his butt and I pocketed it. I'm starting to just collect daggers now, I guess.
Okay.
I think that I'm still outside, like running towards it because I was asleep.
Oh yeah, that's true.
away, and I
Yeah.
probably
Come
have no idea where I'm going. There's no way I've ever been to the
Run,
city.
run.
Does anybody know what time it is? What time is it?
It's
is.
like 10:30, 11.
At
I
night?
would know
okay.
exactly, so I tell you exactly.
Oh yeah, she has keen mind. So
We still have so much night ahead of us. Let's go.
it's like 11 p.m.
I'll
Yeah.
go back to bed. Back to
Yeah.
bed.
I almost died, so I'm ready to live it up again.
Honestly,
okay.
same.
I mean, brothels are pretty great. I can understand why you guys wanted to come here.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
We
Copy,
should
guys.
like prepare to
Just,
do
like,
something
sneered.
tomorrow, though.
Should we talk to this guy though that we have unconscious?
Oh,
right
yeah.
now?
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
dude.
He's unconscious.
Hey,
I
assassin.
thought he had 1 hit point. Oh,
I
he's
have
just
some
unconscious
you
again.
like tie him up and like so he doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any like smelling herbs that we can?
Laszlo,
Wake 'em
instructions on how to get to where we're at.
Yeah.
Second left.
Take
Can
a
I-
left here.
Keep an
Can
eye
Near a
out.
big
Go ahead, Rev.
statue. Have I gone too far?
Keep an eye out for vampires. My dad, just like safety first.
Oh gosh.
Oh, wow. Can I want to, before we revive this guy, can I go up to him and cast Reduce on him so that he'll think that we're giants when he wakes up?
Then I take my
Um,
I get naked again. And I'm being naked.
Oh god.
Yeah, so you I mean he automatically
perspective.
he's unconscious, so I'm gonna say he
Oh,
automatically fails his saving throw. So how little can you reduce him to with a larger
Half sized. And honestly, if we're here's the thing, guys. If we're gonna go to sleep after this, I can also make Atticus really big.
Can you do both at the same time?
Is
Oh,
it
they-
concentration?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
concentration.
Probably concentration.
Damn it. Okay, can't do
Damn.
that. Never mind. But I can make him small.
Okay.
Probably
Well,
better.
he is. He's small now. He shrinks
Yeah.
down to about 3 feet tall.
All
So I
right.
turn
Oh,
into
he's
like a
like
dinosaur
healthy.
to be, like rah.
Is he tied? Did someone tie him up?
I'm gonna say that can be easily done. Yeah, with some sheets or something in the room.
Can I put dancing lights so it's like just to give
Why-
me like a
you have to
shimmer?
rip them. We're gonna have to pay for that.
Think
I don't-
Atticus didn't have some rope in there? Come on.
That's true.
I got rope.
I could grease him
Oh
up.
my
Tons
God.
of there's tons of rope.
We probably should wake him up soon if we're gonna do it.
I
let's
smack
do
him
it,
in
I'm
the
ready.
face.
Yeah, you smack him in the face. He kind of looks up. Ooh.
I
What are you doing here?
I have
I'm
his
gonna
own
go up to him and
dagger
flick him
pointed
on the
at him.
nose. Okay,
He's wearing
that's
a
better.
he's wearing a
Flick him in the
bandana
nose.
stuff.
in his
Pull-
mouth.
Pull it down.
You pull it down and you see a half-sized Dane Ganondel currently looking at you.
Dane, how could you? I get right up in his face. Dane,
Can you speak? All right. I don't know if he's gonna talk.
And his
I'm
head
gonna-
like, Dane.
I'm gonna try to speak to him
just
via
because
message.
You can't speak. Can
Uh,
you speak with your head?
You get an acknowledgement of you. He's not speaking.
Yeah, he's making a choice. Okay.
Yeah.
A grunt in his head, like.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
not-
tell somebody about this.
Yeah.
we message Talia.
Yeah, but maybe Talia's
Yeah.
in on. I don't know. We don't know who's in on it. I don't think
No.
she is. I didn't think Dane was either.
I could reach out to Fiona.
Can you see if this is actually Dane, Rev? Can you maybe it's trying to frame him? Your special eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Use your spell, the brand.
I think I only have that once a day, and I already did it to look in the. At
Oh,
that.
okay.
But I cast detect thoughts.
You
Nice.
cast detect thoughts, and he is thinking over and over again. Can't speak till I kill Atticus. Can't speak till I kill Atticus. Can't speak till I kill Atticus. Can't speak till I
Cool.
kill
So we just got to
Atticus.
kill Atticus then.
Atticus, pretend to be dead.
Make a
What?
Rev. Make a Arcana check for me.
Natural 20.
Nat 20. Okay, well then with a nat 20, you specifically know that he is under the effects of the Gaius spell.
The gayest spell.
He
The
has
gayest
been
spell.
he has been given an action. Kill Atticus Varcona and do not speak until you have done so.
Hmm.
And that
makes
is
me
what he
feel
is
better.
trying to do.
Why
I
me?
explain this situation.
Can I try to dispel magic on him?
What level?
Let's see what I have left. I mean, we're gonna go to sleep, right, you guys?
Promise.
I mean,
I have
it's,
a-
I
this
will
is
eventually.
exciting.
Do you need to
I'll
take
do
a
it
nap
at-
while we hold on to him here?
I'll do it at a 5th level.
Yeah, I will say, because he got a nat 20, you do know that Gaius would require a 5th level to spell magic,
Okay.
as it is a 5th level spell. You cast a spell magic. He, actually, wait a minute. I actually don't know if this will work. Hold on just a second.
Don't know why, but the typing after saying "hold on 1 second" just made me think of like all those hackings in movies.
Hold a second.
I can get you in.
It does not
You're
work.
in.
It does not work.
Bitch.
That's all I got, guys.
I smack him in the face again.
Well, you tried. I guess like we could satisfy the needs of the spell.
But I can't bring myself back.
All right, fine.
I could I can cast locate creature and see if he's somewhere else.
What?
Ooh.
Like we're making sure that this is actually him, right? That he's not
I
disguised
think
as
that we.
somebody.
I think we know it's him.
It's him. He's under.
Okay,
He's
okay.
under
A spell.
a charm.
Yeah.
A
Right,
charm.
right,
Does anybody know how long that spell lasts? Does
30
anybody-
days.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Okay,
I'm
30
all right.
days.
We got a fun month ahead.
All right, let's wait it out.
We could kill him and I could bring him back, but I would need a lot of
Nobody's
oil.
killing me. All right. No, but that's just not gonna
Is
happen.
this-
Let's take that off the table.
It's something new that I just seem to recently have learned.
Well,
So I was just saying,
You
there's
see him.
options.
also-
You see Dane actively struggling against these restraints, and he's just staring down at Atticus.
Well, and he says he has to do it. So it's like if we do
Whoa,
it,
Hold on.
It's not gonna happen.
Wait. I disguise myself as Atticus in
He
Brain
thinks.
we
and
let
then
him kill you.
Then you bring me back.
We'll stage a production.
I
I
will
don't want to
say
risk.
maybe
you
a
not
little
coming back.
easier. Maybe a little easier. Fiona did say that she's a
Oh.
very good magic user.
Mm.
I could see if she could.
I also think like it is a matter of time before somebody, like any guard comes, and then this
Sure.
stops being.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna
It's
reach
been
out
pretty
to
loud
Fiona.
in this room. I think they just kind of think. Still
Can I go
going
back
on.
to my room until we figure this out? Will you guys come get me?
You probably should put some clothes on, not like for a shame reason, but just in case we have to leave.
I will if we leave.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, I think why don't we go to Fiona now?
We're gonna take him with us.
She's
Or-
like far
I
away.
mean, we have to. Or can Fiona come here? We can
Yeah.
put a sheet over him or something.
Makes sense.
People
If she
might
could
think
come
it's a
here,
ghost,
I
man.
mean, like all of
Good-
us
good
going to
point.
the upper tier
Let me-
versus her coming to a brothel.
Let me reach out to her. I'll reach out to her and say, we need your help quickly. Is there somewhere we could meet halfway from? And I'll tell her the name of the establishment that we are at.
Your response? I was not aware so quickly you would need my help so much.
That's fair.
What do you need my help with? It depends on the urgency whether or not I can help.
Well, that was the last. I guess I'm gonna use my recovery, my arcane recovery.
So
And say-
about 30 minutes pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about that.
Actually, no.
You can
after
go back to your room.
after about
Ryan,
like
if you want
3
to.
minutes, you attempt to do that, and after about 3 minutes pass, you hear a sending spell. You have not responded to me.
I'll say, we were attacked by someone who is cursed. Can you come here or is under a spell? I won't say cursed.
If you know the spell, which is Gaius, you know that it actually
Mhm.
is a curse.
Oh. Oh well, F me then. Can I retcon and not reach out to Fiona and instead cast remove curse?
Sure can.
I'll do that.
So
Can
you
I go back
cast
to my room?
you cast remove curse, and immediately Dane kind of like he like doubles over and then like throws up this like black liquid that then just like falls into the ground and just kind of steams away.
Do you think that dragon goo lady would have been into that? We should have.
Probably
We
we should
collect.
probably bottle it up. Somebody have a bottle?
I got
I
a
wouldn't.
bottle.
Oh, Laszlo, you're here. Cool.
Hey, I just made it.
Hey,
Yeah, jeez.
What'd you say?
I'm so sorry.
just asked him if he's okay.
Sorry.
Is he like conscious?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I just
He's tiny.
that was really scary. I'm so sorry that I tried to kill you. I really didn't mean to.
It's all right.
It's okay, buddy.
It's all right.
Do you know who cast the spell on you? Did you get a good look at them?
Yeah, he was wearing like these kind of like old clothes, and he had long black hair and a goatee, and he was like a real smooth talker. I thought that maybe, you know, but that's not what happened, and instead it was bad.
Kelby
I'll
is just
remove-
losing it. She is just cracking up.
I'll break my concentration on the spell, like right in the middle of his like sentence.
Is that
Oh,
your dad or is that Dimitri?
what?
Pretty sure it's
That's his older brother, or younger brother. No. Yeah, younger brother. It's Oh,
No,
sorry.
for Rev, not Pharaoh.
Oh. That was Demetrius. That
Is
was
it Demetrius?
described. Dane is
Yes.
Pharaoh's younger brother.
We all just
Okay,
took
gotcha.
psychic damage from trying to.
Yeah.
putting a family tree together.
Sounds like he's a little obsessed with me. I don't know.
I was over down by the stables in the lower tier, and that's where I found him and saw him, and I thought that he was well, he was just so charismatic, and he just struck up a conversation with me, and
Hey, I get it.
I'm really sorry. I'm
How long
really sorry.
ago was this?
I mean, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago.
Good lord.
So he could be anywhere by now.
What were you doing in the lower tiers?
Oh no. Same thing we were in.
I'm
Doing
sick
it.
of. I'm sick of how careful we take everything all the time, and how serious everything is all the time with the Ganondels. And today was really stressful and really scary. And once I found out that Mom and Dad were okay, I decided to come down and get a drink, but the Golden Wing was closed for some reason, and then I got a drink somewhere else and got a little bit too drunk and started wandering around and was looking for company and found Demetrius.
All right.
Well,
I'm sorry, Atticus. I'm so sorry.
all is forgiven. Please don't think about it.
That dagger, and he points to you, Kelpie, and he says, that dagger, it has 2 more charges of that poison in it.
You almost killed me,
Kenneth
though.
smiles.
You did
It's
almost
like-
kill me.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please.
I think I can take you in a fair fight.
You would
I just
absolutely.
want to let it be known.
No, you would slaughter me. I mean, you did. I mean, I literally stabbed you in the chest while you were asleep, and you still won the interaction. So I'm pleased. I think that they chose me because they were just hoping you'd kill me. Please. I'm so sorry.
Are you still looking for company?
Because Atticus's door is always open.
I was gonna say, can we all just leave and like slowly close the door and let them continue to decide who would win in a fight? I like look at everyone like
he's like, I think I just kind of want to go home if you guys are okay with that.
it's fair.
I got a nice alleyway nearby.
There's a lot kind of like goes through your mind when you're about to die, and family was like definitely something that really popped out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Yeah.
A lot.
So, is
Well,
there
be
anything else
careful.
you guys need from me, or?
Well, I mean, we need you should be careful if you're gonna walk all the way back up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should you?
Oh,
Yeah, they might have been
Rev,
like
why don't
watching
you-
to make sure you
why
did.
Why
what
don't you go, Rev?
I mean, all right.
Yeah, you could go make sure the whole family's
Yeah.
okay.
And then just
make sure everybody's
Maybe
okay.
stay.
Just check
Welfare
in.
check?
you know.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
I
can, like,
think
let
that
us
they're-
know,
I think that they're
so.
probably okay. I mean, they're at the palace.
No, that we gotta make sure. Well,
Yeah, but you're.
Doesn't hurt
And
to
you
check.
should have protection at the palace too. It seems.
Well, I mean, I will once I get. I mean, if you want to take me to the palace, I'm not.
Rev
gonna-
needs this.
Yeah, give Rev a win.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm ready whenever you are, I guess.
Just get him far away from my head. I need to. I need to clear my mind a little bit.
So do you escort Dane Ganadel to the upper tier?
Yeah.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
back to my room, please.
I get another round and get back on that horse.
Okay. Okay.
Avery's gonna be a little responsible and like leave a few minutes after them and just like make sure that they get where they're going safely.
Rev and Dane,
Yeah.
are you making your like? Are you like trying to sneak or something?
You know, maybe, yeah, sure, let's sneak.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm asking. If you're just catching up to them, you can just catch up to them.
Well, but I don't want to interrupt the thing, you know?
Well, it's not between them two.
I know, but family's important.
Maybe.
No, I will, I'll just catch up to him. You're right, yeah, I'll just catch up to him.
All right. So Ava catches up to you guys. Kelpie, do you just go eat more cake?
Oh yeah, I ate like 10 more pieces and then just like pass out.
All right, easily enough.
I sleep in Rev's room.
Okay. All right.
Under the bed. It's most
Yeah.
whole like.
Hoping that he comes back. So the rest of you, you make your way to the upper tier, which is something that is allowed 24/7. You make your way to the outer gate of the castle. The guards recognize Dane Ganadel, and then Dane turns and looks at the two of you and says, well, thank you so much for bringing me here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I just wanted to make sure that you got here safe.
Yeah.
I can wait outside, Rev, if you want to just make sure everyone else is okay and just let me know when it's good.
I mean, they're in the cat. Yeah, sure. If you want to
Just
come,
to be safe.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no, I mean, we made it here. This is fine. I don't want to like. You should be with your family.
Yeah. Well, if you, I don't want to. I'm not saying I'm not thankful for your offer to help. I'm just saying you definitely don't have to walk me from here to.
No, it would be weird to take it any further than this. Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I'm. I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Exactly. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm weird.
And you notice like Dane start to walk away, and then he turns and looks back at you with a very knowing look on his face, and he says, but I'll make sure it's known that you brought me back safely. And then he turns and walks away.
All right, so let's go.
And Abra is left hanging as the two of you walk back. Morning finally comes. And it is a new day in the city. Here we go. It's a new day in the city. What do y'all do? Actually, let's start with Elburn.
Yes.
Elburn, you wake up in a jail cell.
Yeah, wake up and I like do that start thing that people do when they wake up. It's like something's wrong. I like check myself, like there's no wounds or anything.
Yeah, no wounds, but you do
Walk
notice that you don't have anything.
I walk over to the bars and just knock. I go.
You go over to the bars and it's just it's a long hallway of cells, and there's just another cell across the way from you, and there's a guy with like a pot belly sitting there, just kind of like chilling, looking at the ground.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
What's how did I get here?
You brought here last night.
All right. What have I done? And I kind of like throw it off, like, yeah, come on.
You slept mostly.
I did. I beg your pardon.
You slept mostly.
Bless you. What happened?
You slept mostly.
I slept most. Yeah, but how did I get in here? Like, why did I get here?
Oh.
What? Is there somebody who's watching us?
Yeah.
Are you that person?
Nope.
And I just like lean forward and go, "Hey!"
You lean forward and you see at the end of the hall there's an iron double door, with just a man in a guard uniform sitting there with a spear.
Yo, hey, I got a question. Excuse me. I'm gonna shit on the floor. I back up and pace for like 5 minutes, and then I go back and I like rattle the bar and I go, I've almost got this picked.
After about 20 minutes of silence, you hear the door at the end of the hallway open up. A guard walks in. He has this like metal tray, like it's a tray with just like an inch of a lip on it, and the tray is just filled with gruel that's like barely like staying on the tray, and he tosses it on the ground in front of you and starts to walk away.
Cool, thanks. Hey, real quick, why am I in here?
He stops and he turns around. Because you attacked patrons in a public establishment and have had charges pressed against you by the owner.
Ah, shit, that doesn't sound like me. What happened?
Well, I just told you, you fired on patrons of a public establishment, and charges have been pressed on you by the owner.
I think very hard, and I try to remember what happened.
You vaguely remember shooting a wolf.
Oh, there was a wolf in there.
A wolf that was your friend, and then
No,
you
that
shot
doesn't make
her.
sense.
I mean, it's just Red Vine, man. It's not that big of a deal. You should be able to remember most of what you did.
I think very hard.
I mean, you remember what happened. I mean, it was a moment of like silly judgment, but it was still a decision that you made in your conscious mind.
All right. So
Enjoy a
when
gruel, and he walks away.
I need to. Do I have the tray?
You do, yeah.
I like taste the gruel.
It's actually not half bad. It's just
I,
like
start
it's like
eating it.
oatmeal.
Is this like a metal tray?
Yeah.
Go. Hey, got a quick question for you, bud. And I yell towards the gruel guy if he's not gone yet.
He's not gone yet, but you do yell towards him.
Can I ask you one more question?
He sighs as he stands at the open door. What?
What's your salary?
He shuts the door. He looks at the guard that's standing at the door. He nods for him to leave. The guard that's standing at the door leaves. The gruel guard comes back to the cell. Why do you ask?
I'd like to make this right outside of court. And I'd like you to have a token of appreciation so I can go and pay for the damages to the owner of the Golden Wing.
So you give me undiscerned, as of right now, amount of gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget to lock your cell, and you make your way.
Yes, and I will just so that no one gets in, major trouble. I am going to the Golden Wing to make amends.
And how much would we be speaking of?
I mean, you want to go somewhere? I think going somewhere on a nice vacation is probably about 150 gold.
He looks at you and he smiles and he says, "Wonderful. I will let the magistrate know to add bribery to the charges." And he turns and walks away.
I lean forward and I go, "Fair shot, though. Fair shot. Fair shot. All right." I turn to the other guy and I go, "Fair shot?"
He looks at you and he just shakes his head and looks down on the ground. He goes,
"What the fuck are you in here for?"
He goes, "They shouldn't stag camp, son."
Are you chewing tobacco constantly? What's going on?
What?
Tobacco, is that not a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
Anyway, I'm here because I killed a guy.
See, what?
The rest of you wake up in the brothel, Elbrinless.
Is there visiting hours at this jail, or can anyone just go?
You don't know where he is.
Is there visiting hours at the local penitentiary that I could probably ask people?
You can easily discern that there are. It's not that hard to find out where the guy who shot up the Golden Wing is being kept, and he's being kept at the lower tier cells, it's a more of a holding area, and so there are no visiting hours. But you
I could just
try to go
show up.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to the Golden Wing real quick.
Well, you guys just and just to be fair, you guys just wake up and just know that Elburn's just not there.
Yeah.
I mean, he was taken away. You do know that he was arrested.
Just go.
I mean,
visit
that's
him in
mostly
jail.
just something I have on.
Laszlo, why are you under my bed?
Oh, hey! I didn't realize you were gonna come.
Good morning
back.
to you
That's-
too.
Oh, so you two coming out of the same room.
Oh.
I
Wasn't I
slept
in
in
the same room?
the damp hole underneath Rev.
I'm sure you did, buddy. So we should go.
Guys, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
Aw. Do you want me to carry you?
Actually, as a matter of fact, Kelpie, you start off the day -1 HP.
Ugh.
Oh man.
You got a tummy ache, my man.
Brothels are less fun the next morning.
Yeah, I
Depends
mean, once
on
again,
how you do it.
Once again, she's not really experiencing it, and yet describing the situation pretty accurately.
It still fits.
Maybe we is one on the way to the other?
What do you mean? Oh, yes, the Golden Wing is on the way to the cells.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we swing
Smooth
by,
things
just one of
over.
us can go in and maybe at least pay for the damages, and then we can go get Elburn.
Yep.
I feel mildly responsible. I would like to volunteer.
Um,
I say with sunglasses on.
Think.
I'll go in.
I don't know. It could be important that the person who was shot is fine, and telling them that
I gave him the
And
guns too, so
to
I should
be
go.
fair,
I have the
did
guns.
turn into a
Just-
wolf.
Yeah, you did you did break that
I know
table.
that.
Yeah, you gotta apologize for that, kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
soften her up a little, you know.
You guys show up at the Golden Wing. It actually turns out that it's completely set up for a different theme today. You look around and you see hay bales and
You son of a bitch.
and goats and pigs in little pens. And you see that Daisy is currently moving one hay bale from one place to another. She's got these overalls on with this nice flannel shirt, a straw hat, and she sees all of you, and immediately she's like, "Hell no! No way! Get your
Daisy.
asses out of here right
Daisy.
now!"
Hi, Daisy. Hi. I would like to. Hi.
Still polite.
What do you want?
Could I talk to you for a
No,
minute?
get
And I
out of
look
here!
to
I'm
the-
confusing
I
myself.
look to the group and I'm like, should I keep going? Should I keep?
I would have stayed outside, I think.
I would have went in.
You guys
don't know
don't
why
please.
you
You
did it.
already ruined.
Yeah.
You already ruined chill, whatever yesterday was. Don't ruin country this day.
This is the absolute greatest bar I have ever been to in my life. And I cannot go the rest of my days never entering here. So please, whatever we need to do to make this right, just let us know.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because you have other people here puppy dog eyeing with you.
And I look real cute because I just got laid. So.
All right. That's a 25.
Oh. Well, dang nabbit. All right. I guess I can forgive you. It'll just
Really?
yeah, just 1,000 gold. That's all it cost.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, we couldn't possibly have done that much damage.
Oh, you didn't do any damage. But if you want your
My butt still
friend
hurts.
not to stay in jail for as long as he probably will, it'll cost you 1,000 gold, sweetie.
Do we really want him back? I would pay you 1,000 gold if you kept the charges, honestly.
I'm down with that deal too.
Well, they're already kept for free. Have you never negotiated before, Rev?
You guys would know that I have almost 10,000 gold in the party fund.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not in there, but you would know that.
This has to come off of Elvin's personal stash, though. At least partial of it.
Yeah, his share.
His share.
Yeah, he needs to pay it back for sure.
Surely we're very sorry, but 1,000 gold is that is a lot of money.
Hey, stop. Stop. Go outside. Go ask Gabriel nicely for the money, and come back in.
Atticus, make a persuasion check at disadvantage because the Rev is actively speaking against you.
That's all right. That's the thing I'm best at.
You are, yeah, you
Persuasion.
are. You're persuasive.
13.
The lowest I'm gonna go is 800.
Fine.
So
Gabriel.
We have 800
Mom,
gold.
can I have $20 to go to the movies?
My friend's in jail.
She wants 800 gold.
Yeah, but go look. It's barn themed now.
Can you?
There's
can you
pigs and
try to-
goats in there.
Okay, look. I'll give you the 800 gold. I'm gonna make sure it's in our records that Elburn owes us this. And can you maybe try to get some of that red vine to take with us?
I think that was yesterday.
It was really perceptive on it last night.
We might be able to buy a pig.
Like a
I'd
little
take a
one?
pig.
Let's get a pig.
You know what? I'm gonna just come in with you. I'm gonna come in with you.
We had to go get our mom to get
Can I see the
cash.
pig?
I want to see the pig.
there is a
No.
vampire lord.
We get to play with pigs, Zach.
Who said that?
We can give him the pig for the blood, so he doesn't need the
Listen.
blood from the us.
I'm the one doing it. Okay, I love it.
From the us.
So you walk in and she's looking at you. Oh, hi, are you here to give me the 800 gold?
Yeah. Well, they were telling me even more amazing things about your
Yeah,
establishment.
you
and I
walk
just had a
in and
couple
you
of-
see that, like, it looks like you're on the inside of a giant barn.
we just had a couple other questions. I think here's the 800. No problem there.
Thank you very much, yeah.
All
Can
kidding
we
aside,
get?
If you could lower the charges against Elburn, that
With
Yeah.
this $800, it's done. Billy Bob! And you see...
change his name for tonight.
Yeah, his name changes for every night. Billy Bob. And you see a goblin come running out from behind the bar, with overalls on, and nothing else. And he comes out and he's like, yes. And she looks at him and she's like, Billy Bob, will you go drop the charges on that long-haired motherfucker?
Is Billy Bob the constable?
And Billy Bob looks at Daisy and says, "Yes, I will on your behalf. Yes, I will on your behalf. Go do that, mistress." Fucking hate this day. And he
Hey,
starts
Billy Bob,
to
real quick.
What?
We're gonna have breakfast here, I think, right? Yeah. So could you tell him to meet us? Bring him here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
sure.
can scare the shit out of him on the way if they want.
As he starts to walk away, he looks over at Laszlo, gives a little wink, and then and then continues to walk away.
Oh.
Ah.
Just someone to
Aw.
fall in love with before they get killed.
Yeah,
I'll look
I've,
at
I've already got a
Daisy's
date.
Are you guys hiring? Do you guys? This is the coolest place I've ever been.
Yeah, well, I do appreciate you saying that. Every night we do have a different theme. It's one of the things that people like most about the Golden Wing. Unfortunately, we are not hiring, but don't worry because that's okay. We have all the help we need, and you can come in for heavy metal day tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Is it like a weightlifting
Yeah, like you lift.
competition?
Exactly. It's all about health and
Ah.
fitness.
All right.
Cool.
Heavy metals.
I was really wondering if you do you sell any of the red vine to take? To go?
Oh, Red Vine was yesterday, sweetie. I'm sorry.
You just don't have any more.
Do you have any left over?
For the next Red Vine day, yes.
It might
How
be stale
much
by then.
would it take for me to just say that I bought it yesterday?
I think
Like a
that, I think
hogshead.
that we should just like say that you shouldn't push your luck, right? I think that's what we should say, right?
All right. All right. We will come back. We will prove ourselves.
Yeah.
Do you sell pigs here right now?
No, these pigs are pinned to tables. So basically, we're selling pork chops, bacon, basically any kind of pig meat, and you just choose the
We
one
get
that
that
you
one
want.
then? Can we get
and
that one?
we'll-
No. And Kelvin
Oh, I'm
looks
eating
at
a pig.
Atticus.
Can I can I look at Kelpie and like look at her and be like pig us, grab it, run, kind of thing?
Kelvin would
kind
be
of vibe?
100% down.
Yeah.
We'll get kicked out of
No,
every
we just
version of
mended
this
our
bond.
bond.
Come on, guys.
No. No. No.
Okay, well, we're not eating the pigs.
You don't,
You don't
have
have to eat the pig. It's okay.
But I don't want to see a pig and then know you guys are eating the pig.
We won't eat the pig. And I'll look at
What's wrong with the
Atticus and go,
With the pig.
They're ready.
We
As your
cut
older
to we cut to a dingy cell. As Elburn, you're still just sitting there, and you hear and then you hear footsteps, and you hear the guard come over. Good news! The charges against you have been dropped.
Sweet.
Well, I guess I should say the charges from the owner of the Golden Wing have been dropped. Unfortunately, the bribery charges are still holding. And then at that, and then at that point, you hear, "All right, enough, you fucking nitwit!" And you see a goblin wearing overalls push the elf to the side, and the elf starts to say, like, "Excuse me, what do you think?" And the goblin looks up at him, and he says, "You want to be on Daisy's shit list?" And the soldier kind of looks around. No, I don't want to be on Daisy's shit list. And he turns and he walks away. And the goblin looks up at you, and he snaps a finger, and the cell door unlocks, and it swings open, and he looks at you, and he says, "Your friends are waiting for you at the Golden Wing. Come on." And he starts to waddle away.
Perfect. That's where I was going to go. And I look at the guard directly in the face.
He's just kind of like scowling at you. And you are easily able to grab your things. Nothing's missing. And you are led by this goblin, and all of you see Elburn re-enter the Golden Wing, led by Billy Bob.
Atticus is just staring at a pig, just staring down one of the pigs.
Elby's just staring at Atticus.
You see exactly what I described to everyone else, Elburn.
I walk up to one of them. I go, "Is this the Golden Wing?"
Yeah. The happiest place on earth.
Have you guys just,
Also, you owe us $800.
Yeah.
what are dollars?
I'm gonna say Ray could stand to contribute some of that.
Maybe
That-
600 from Elburn, 200 from Ray.
That feels fair to me.
Elvin shot me.
You turned into a wolf. We probably would have gotten kicked out even if he hadn't shot you.
I
I was
turned
really
into a
trying
wolf
to
and
find a
ran
safe
away.
space.
You know.
And
And
also let's
Okay,
specify.
that's-
Let's also specify. You turned into a dire wolf, which
Yeah.
is
fair,
much
okay.
Yeah,
larger.
Yeah,
I'll
I've
You
learned
basically-
inside
Fair.
wild
Listen,
shape.
You basically turned into a horse and then ran
Inside
through
wild
its
shape, no. I like that as a t-shirt.
Inside wild shape. No.
What?
No.
Listen, I get it. I just want to be done with this, and I pull out 800 gold. And I give it.
And you give it to me.
Yes. Hold on, let me subtract.
Thank you.
You just have 800 gold walking around?
Do you not remember a long time ago with that storm giant that I just took so much?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, you were just filling your pockets.
Yeah, I just want to be done with it. Just like that object that we said we would destroy and didn't.
Oh god.
No,
We
we
had a chance.
use.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you just said it.
I
You
really
were fine.
tried to find a
Just say we-
safe space for you to go to take out whatever that aggression is that you hold on to.
You're right.
But you
a
decided
safe
to do it in
space-
the bar.
You're right. A safe
Yeah.
space, not with my friends.
Well, you wanted to shoot something.
You shot Ray!
We were gonna shoot the book
I turn to
together,
Ray.
Elvin.
I turn to Ray and I go, and for that I'm dreadfully sorry.
There we go.
My bad.
Wow.
And then I look at everybody else and I go, see, now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
great.
I said I was in a state, and then I got arrested.
That's not what happened. There's a little bit in the middle that you're forgetting.
But the crux is, and he
You
definitely
shot
starts getting,
somebody.
like the more
You
that
shot
he
somebody.
talks, and the more he tries to explain himself, he just like gets more and more hunched like this. He's like, listen, I would just also like a safe space to discuss my feelings about taking my magical items that I ruined the world with, and just bring them
Ruined
out
the world
casually
with the
when we're
rock
trying
thing?
to have a chill night. He
The
at this
rock
point
thing?
is literally the most hunched.
It's like when you ride
Yeah.
horses.
When you're riding a horse, yeah.
Like that's what I was trying to say.
That rock thing ruins the earth.
It is a reminder that I did these things that, and I lean in very, very close so no one else hears, that killed a lot of people. And then I back up.
Yeah, but
Well, we
he didn't
can-
do it.
Yeah, we can paint
That's
it
not
so
our
it doesn't
fault.
look like yours anymore.
We can paint it.
I point right at Ava and I go, we did a lot of bonding, and I'm so cool with that. Right now, unhelpful. I turn back to Kelpie.
Okay.
I go, maybe we can help with some mental reframing because I believe I said the word trauma response, which I have now identified thanks to my talks unwillingly with Mistra.
My
We can-
court mandated mistress.
We can use the rock tumbler to bring other people back to life. Like, we can use it for good.
Repurposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play the hit. Say you're sorry again.
This is a chance for you to really right a wrong here,
You're
right?
gonna own it.
And
And
I
know
put my
that
hand.
To
something that-
move the fuck on.
You're something that was yours and when you were bad is now ours, and we're doing good with it.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful thing, Elbert.
It is very. You've really grown a lot over the last.
Just like you are no longer that person. These things that are part of that past that you are so afraid of can also grow too.
Mm-hmm. Like a beautiful flower.
You want to accept it. I see it. You want to. Just do it, Elvin. Just do it.
He
Just
stands
deep
like
breath and
this.
accept.
He stands like this for what feels like 5 minutes. Just not saying anything. Just like, just don't use it when I'm looking. And then he like turns around.
Fair enough.
And,
Fair enough.
Wow.
and he,
Beautiful.
he
Elburn,
looks
I
at
do have
everybody
good news. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
and goes, we should also probably find Thalia and Dane's dad. 'Cause
Why?
of my robes.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we thought about that.
Oh,
last
here's your guns too.
We did find Dane
maybe
last night.
Here's
Uh,
a gun.
Laszlo,
Seemed fine.
I actually had to get rid of one of your special guns that I created for you. I mean, I guess it's still a gun, but it's not good or anything. Sorry. I have this cool new shield now. I pull out my
That's
repulsion
fine.
shield.
I miss when Laszlo looked
So,
up to us.
Laszlo pulls out this shield that's like, it just looks like a silver like circle, but then he pulls it out and he like presses this button on the handle of the shield, and this like the plate springs out on this giant spring.
We're gonna get kicked out again.
not
man.
inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Because you said it was a shield of repulsion, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And what does that do exactly?
Wielder can use a reaction immediately after being hit by melee attack to spin a charge to push the attacker 15 feet away.
Exactly.
Wow.
So I think I
Wow.
described that shield perfectly.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot. Should we?
It's actually, I mean, it's Laszlo size, so it's like really just like a plate is coming at you, like.
It's just inconvenient.
Yeah, it looks
Cool.
like the
Bummer.
SpongeBob 4D movie.
Oh, it is repulsive.
All right.
So-
So
Where are we going now?
What do we do? I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I did tell Fiona everything yesterday, as you saw. And she said she had a lot to think about, and maybe we should check in with her today. As well?
Yeah, the information that you know is that you have, you know that they tore out the pages of the book that had the spells of how to get to the gray sky. You know that Dane found Demetrius near the stables in the lower tier. And you also know that Rev came to the logical conclusion that there is something that you guys possess that Demetrius needs before what he wants to be done can be done.
Yeah, he was trying to kill me.
And Kelsey.
wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I got stabbed. in
Yeah,
the
there was a
ass
naked
by,
battle.
Sparrow's brother.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
It's
think
the stuff
that,
you miss when you get thrown in jail. It's the stuff you miss out on.
I do think
slept, it
that
was
we haven't been in like a
Fair.
town for a little while, and we have been holding on to a party fund. Is there maybe we could go somewhere and find some
Yeah.
stuff that could help us?
That's true.
We got that anti-scry stuff. Do we want to figure out something with that? Maybe Fiona knows something.
Yeah, and if there's something that we have that needs protected, maybe we can find some sort of magical lock.
What is what
or
what could we
something.
have? Like what do people have? I don't really have. I don't have anything.
I
like,
mean, we
crazy.
did take a lot of objects. I could just put the whole flipping bag of holding in something.
Yeah.
We do have something of Demetrius.
What?
Uh,
Oh, well, yeah.
We have his son.
Oh,
Our-
yeah.
That's true.
I would say with that piece of information, those of you who Rev informed of the curse would know enough about removing curses that Demetrius probably needs Elliot to be there for what he wants done to be reversed.
Mm.
well, we can't give him Elliot. He's
Well, no.
our favorite.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about favorite, but yeah, we definitely can't give him up.
Maybe we could like set a trap though.
That's actually
I love
like-
traps.
a good
I don't want to
idea.
use Elliot as bait.
No, I'm not
we
saying
only
Elliot
would
be
do that
there.
if we got we could get extra protection of some sort for Elliot if we're able to.
Put
We
him in
use
a
Rev
little
as bait.
box.
I'll put him in a box if he's okay with being in a box.
Speaking, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is a retcon. Speaking of Elliot,
Oh, no.
Kelfie, You woke up, and
Oh, yeah.
Sam was still with you.
Hmm.
I wondered
And
about
he is with you in a familiar capacity.
Okay.
Where's Elliot?
He's right on your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Where is he?
Did you see those friends I got for you in there, buddy? By the way.
What?
Oh God.
Oh, you mean the dolls? Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, dude.
I got.
But yes, I have practiced kissing on them.
Ooh, Elliot.
I'm the 12.
How's it going?
You're not 12 anymore. You're not. You're not 12. You're like a 12-year-old body, but you're not like 12.
Well,
Right.
12.
Yeah, but
it's complicated. It's
you know what?
complicated.
Sometimes when you have trauma at a certain age, you just stop developing after that age.
It's arrested
I
development.
can believe
Hey,
it.
hey, Elliot, I'm
Arrested
also 12.
Development.
You
All right,
wanna-
that'll be all for today's stream, guys. Arrested Development. Arrested
That is what it's called.
Arrested Development did it for me. No, I know it is. So yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I've never kissed anyone like that. So.
Oh, get
Not
ready.
even in the Feywild?
So just so you know, mechanics-wise, Kelfie.
Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
Just so you know, mechanics-wise, Sam basically had a choice. He could return to the Feywild as a satyr, or he could basically give up his Fey essence to remain your familiar. And in a repayment for all the trouble that he caused you, he decided to give up his satyr life and be your familiar. So he is different than Elliot. He's also different from what he used to be. He's kind of lost his sentience. He basically just acts as a familiar, like he acts as Gidget will act now. But that being said, he can also change forms. It's literally just you are a druid that knows the Find Familiar spell, basically, now, is what is happening.
Is Gustav within a mile?
He was a horse, right?
He was a horse, yeah.
So he's at the lower.
I would have probably told him to like stay by us, but yeah, walk around town or something.
Yeah, he was at the. He's at the stables. He can't just be a horse, just like walking around.
Right. Is
This
it
is
within a
a
mile?
civilized city.
The stables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I just mentally tell him to look where Demetrius was? And just
It's
like kind of look in that area a little bit.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. He lets you know that he's gonna keep an eye out there.
I would also have taken the time this morning to bring Gidget back.
He also lets you know that the owner of the stables is creepy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just heard from Gustav. He said the owner of the stables where Demetrius was is giving him like some real creepy vibes.
Did he have a reflection?
You know what? Gustav doesn't really know how to use a handheld mirror.
Also, just
Teach him that.
in case this does come
No,
up.
no, don't.
Never
What?
mind.
What happened? What?
What?
What's going on? Insight check on what that was.
Yeah, roll an inside check.
Oh my God. This is off the rails.
13.
13. It seemed like Rev was about to give you a pertinent piece of information, but then something or someone told him not to.
Rev, are you okay?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
What's going on?
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Well,
My-
tell us. We'll go pick out a pig and we'll talk about it.
Just say it. Elliot says, just say it.
So just, I mean, for safety's sake, the mirror thing isn't. That's that's not real. They can't come inside unless they're invited.
He pops up on or Elliot pops up on Rev's shoulder, and then looks over at you, Elburn, and just goes, and then disappears again. Because he was the one that told you about the mirror thing.
So like 700 years of my life. Been thinking about that.
We've all been wrong.
Yep.
There's always time to grow.
So
should we?
Is there a hay bale nearby?
Yeah, you're sitting on one.
I stand up, turn around, put my face in the hay bale, and scream so loud. I turn back around, sit down, and go, "It's fine, Abra."
He turns back
Hey,
around and
Albert.
his facial hair and hair are just covered in hay and straw.
Oh my God.
But he's looking at you very stoically.
Albert, I'll hold up a bottle of butt water and be like, "Hey, I was able to restock."
I put my hand on his shoulder and look down, and you see one tear go down my face.
It takes a couple pieces of straw with it. As it
Oh my
flows
God.
down.
I
That's
take
your
a shot
bottle,
and I
buddy.
give it back to him, and I look back
That's
at
your
him.
bottle, buddy. I got a couple more.
I put it.
Another tear.
It seems maybe like a good time to start a new to-do list.
Yeah. That sounds
Good
good.
idea.
Let's
I think we
check
should
it.
just discount any previous to-do lists and start fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Um,
we've been
It's
productive.
always good to start fresh.
As just a note of
Sam.
order, knowing the thing about Sam and stuff and wanting to let him out of the bag
Yeah.
more as a thanks, I'm gonna just spend the time in the morning to cast Find Familiar, and I don't know if that would take a spell slot or just
I'm
as
just
a
gonna
ritual,
say
I
with
can
this,
just do-
well, I don't think it would be it would be a spell slot usually, but since this is like a new kind of resurgence of him, you're able to. Because I think you're changing his form, so
Yeah,
that's something that you can just kind of do for sure.
cool. Then I'll just make him like a tiny hawk that can just hang out on my shoulder all day.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And every chance that he
Aw.
gets, he nuzzles you.
Mm.
Oh.
give
Even though he's kind of lost his Samness, the one thing of Sam that he has is like it's for you. Like he feels like because in all honesty, if Sam wouldn't have done what he did, Kelpie would still have her light because of the series of events that it led up to. Because the only reason that you lost your light is because you gave it to Ray, and she only started dying because of. I feel like I made this connection and it made sense when I made it earlier, and now it's starting to not make sense. It's starting to fall apart. Sam views himself as responsible, and so he thinks that if he wouldn't have taken you away, you wouldn't have had to give up your light. Pharaoh wouldn't have had to die. Like he put a lot on himself, and so he is living for you now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll just give him scritches.
Gidget's probably pretty conflicted because he spends a lot of time with Kelpie and really loves Kelpie, but also Bird.
Yeah, but also Bird.
Yeah.
And so, like,
Yep.
kind of inches a couple times, like toward Kelpie maybe.
Sam flies over and lands on Gidget, and just uses
He's
Gidget
just
as like a
like-
landing post.
He just kind of like freezes, like when you put clothes on a cat.
Sam like picks some tiny mites out of Gidget's fur.
Aw.
Every time, I'd say like over the next couple days, like every time that happens, they become Gidget becomes a little bit more friendly.
Soon we're gonna have Sam carrying Gidget, like
So
We're
cute.
gonna fly to like scout ahead, and it's just
I love that.
It's like it's the high fantasy D&D version of a drone. All right, so yeah, you guys are all chilling here and the country themed Golden Wing.
making a to-do list.
Making a to-do list.
Is there sausages? Can I order some
let's-
sausages?
Yeah, you can choose a cow.
That one looks really good.
I look at
You have to choose a
Kelpie.
cow too.
Yeah.
Kelpie's just like,
Well, a sausage. Sausage.
I don't wanna
is
look, I don't wanna look.
Order sausages.
Or beef. I mean,
Or-
there's beef sauce. But yeah,
Sure.
you can.
I want a pig sausage.
Okay, yeah, you got to choose
Do-
pig.
I've had my eye on that one since we walked into this place.
I think you're right. Let's do it, and I'll.
Okay, all right.
I'll just close my eyes. La la
You
la
see,
la 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 la
you
la
see
la.
Daisy kind of like nod, and then she just scoops up the pig and takes it to the back.
Would it help if we
I'll,
gave it like a name or something, Kelsey?
No.
No.
Okay.
And I would definitely make it worse.
And
A
I look at
minor
Kelsey and I'm
illusion.
like,
A minor illusion, like a little, like you know, when you would take standardized tests in school and they would make you put like the little folder around your desk.
uh,
Yeah.
I'll like do that for Kelpie and like give her a book and a
Yeah.
blanket.
So basically, you put up a
Read
DM
my
screen.
cape.
Puberty book.
You put up
Yeah.
a DM screen in front of Kelpie. Yeah.
I
Eat
will
my
have a
salad.
big iPad.
So I think we should, you know, our to-do list so far.
And
the-
next moment, a plate comes out steaming with bacon and sausage of all
Oh
different
my
kinds.
Fast.
Fuck yeah.
Kelpie, make a perception check.
Oh no.
Sam!
Perception. 15.
With a 15, you hear very slightly a pig squealing from the kitchen.
She starts crying.
You actually put two and two together that it is all for the theme, and that it's just
Okay.
for show, and that these pigs aren't actually, or else they would just have to get a new herd of pigs every single week.
That's fair. That's
Which
fair.
is
Okay.
Pig did have to die.
a pig
Yeah,
did
still-
die.
Yes,
A pig
it just
did die,
it was not
for
the one I
sure.
It's
saw,
not
so it
that
makes
one.
me
I
feel
feel
a little
cheated,
better.
Yeah. A pig definitely, for sure, still
Okay.
did die. Yeah.
Yes.
These
what I
are
need.
But it would
Wanted
not
to
be.
die today.
But you know, it would not be very like sanitary to do all of the work in one single
Yeah.
location.
There's probably like a butcher shop they got it from.
There's some food laws against that. So.
She kind of lets out like a sigh of relief. It's like, okay.
Yeah, the city of Faluin is very strict on their food laws, so.
Good to
and
know.
their loose
Respect their laws.
and their
Thank
loose
you.
horse laws.
That's why the gruel was so
Loose
good.
horses.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
So I think maybe we need to think a little smaller in terms of our to-do list. Maybe like today. Like
Okay.
what's today look like?
Murder
Uh,
probably.
Okay.
Say,
I mean, if
If we can
Start-
fit it in.
we gotta
Magic
find him
shop?
first.
Kills
Magic
Dueldore.
shops first.
Oh,
magic
right,
shopping.
Shopping,
shopping.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I think we should go check out the stable owner.
yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure, the stables.
Maybe check in with Dane
I'll go to the stable.
Fiona.
and Fiona.
If we can get
Okay,
Mag-
you know
don't
what? I
Fiona-
think
That's good.
Um,
3.
I think that this is enough. Let's be realistic here. We have
So much
shopping.
could happen between now and then, you know.
Well, we'll
True.
add stuff as we go, you know. So
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
shopping, we have stables, and we have check-in with Dane and Fiona.
Yeah,
That
it's good.
sounds. Do
So
we
which
split
of
up
these
or
is
do we do it all
closest?
Get
together?
that pop that cloak off Daddy Ganondel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
We
I
do
did
that when we
again.
also
Look
like
off
visit
Daddy
Dane.
Ganondel.
Oh
Got
no.
cloak off
Real
the
quick,
deck
Zach, as soon as they say that, do I know intrinsically how to do that because it's my thing?
Yes.
Cool. I go,
It's just a arcane trigger word, basically.
so I'm gonna need to do some like thinking to try and remember what that phrase was, but I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't come to your
Um,
head right away, but you know that you can probably think of it.
You know, normally we try not to split up, but I kind of feel like with the brain trust and the things we need to do today,
Am I not in
maybe
that?
this is I mean, you can travel with someone who is.
I'm in it. I'll go with you.
Well, is everybody okay with that?
I think so.
That's fine.
As long as it's daylight. Once it gets dark out, let's keep an eye out. If anybody sees my dad, don't.
Yeah.
kill him.
Don't.
Yeah.
fuck with
Okay.
him.
Did you say don't
Let's-
kill him?
If you see any handsome gentlemen with long hair, don't talk to them.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
real hard.
Maybe
Because
check in.
I might walk by a mirror. You know.
Oh God.
No, but you've got a reflection, so you're fine.
Atticus, you have one orgy and you're full of yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
like that was my first.
I mean,
You
somewhere
most recently-
somewhere in the world you just hear, yeah, baby. From this.
Oh, never mind. Nope.
Is what if who all's on the brain trust?
everybody except for Ray and Elber.
Great.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
escort Elburn.
Maybe we
Definitely.
should check in on the hour every hour.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Sure. Do you
Yeah.
have a watch, Laszlo?
What is that?
Look at the
I live
sun.
in a hole.
I
hate the sun.
will check in
Uh-oh.
with you on the hour every
That's a
hour.
good idea.
Cool.
How far away is the brain trust?
A mile.
1 mile. Yeah.
So there might be times where you guys can't reach each other.
I can.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
pretty
if
big city.
Where
That's true.
where do we want to meet at nightfall?
Back here, ideally.
Yeah.
Back at the
But-
Golden Wing?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Golden Wing before nightfall.
yeah,
At dusk
can,
we gather.
I can still check in once or twice. If we're too far away, I'll still check in
Yeah.
during the time, like in between.
All
Who's
right.
going
So
where?
what? Who should do what? I mean,
I would like
Atticus,
to
you're
go to
going to the stables.
So
Let's go
with Atticus.
Elburn, Ray, and Laszlo are going to the stables. It sounds like.
Oh, I thought Atticus was.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
going to the stables.
okay. So Elburn, Ray, Atticus, Laszlo, stables, and then Rev,
I thought they were going to do the jacket.
I have to think about the word first.
Oh, okay.
and then Rev, Avra, Kelfie, Magic Shop.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, well, you guys are going
Yeah.
shopping?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can.
Do you need anything?
You guys can go at the same time if you want, or together if you want.
We could split up to.
There's
we
a
could split
magic
up to
shop
check
on the way to the stables.
We
There you
can
go.
I'll tap
Yeah, let's
in.
do that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
You
Let's,
what?
Just all...
let's
The
go.
blue moon.
All right. Let's.
I was just stabbed. I would feel better if we all kind of stuck together.
That's fair.
Let's head them up, move them out, and disguise self to look like a barn theme. And
Aw. Randy,
I
please
like this
stand at
look,
the
Rev.
barn. Yeah, you look cute.
Randy Yeehaw.
Your little red handkerchief around your neck. It's adorable.
You all walk through the city and head to the Blue Moon, which is a 2-story magic shop painted in all blues with shimmering colors. Very simple signage outside of a look at it.
Oh,
Very simple signage of a
beautiful.
crescent blue moon.
Yeah.
You walk in and
Nailed
you
it.
see a elven-like figure with deep purple skin and long white hair. She's currently sitting behind a desk. Currently seems to be counting some coins. You see a couple other patrons in this magic shop. And you look around and it is, I mean, filled to the brim with magic. So, what are we looking for?
I
I-
stand outside.
Here,
I
I'll
think
tell
that-
you. I'll tell you some stuff that you see if you want me to.
Okay. Yeah.
So first of all, you can just like check. Like you can ask me if there's something here, and I can tell you. But a couple of things come to stick out a little bit. There is a. Sorry. There we go. There is what looks to be a 12-inch long, 6-inch wide wooden box with some like arcane ruins around it. There is, and they seem to be like waves folded into the box. There are these black fingerless gloves that seem to like shimmer almost as if like glitter is on them. There's tons of potions, lots of scrolls. You see a long trident made of like a silvery green metal. You see, oh goodness, what else do you see?
Scroll that says how to kill Demetrius Frey in one word.
And then you see, you
Hi.
don't see that. You do see what seems to be armor made out of like deep blue scales. Yeah, that's. But there's also there's tons of stuff in here. So, what you
Yeah.
looking for?
Rings of mind shielding.
They do not have any rings of mind shielding. Let me see. They do have some rings though. Rings. Oh, do they not have any rings? They hit the wrong thing? Oh, here we go. Ring. They have a ring of evasion. They have a ring of message.
Mm.
And they have a ring of shield.
Well, we have 2 of those 3 things already.
Those are just the rings, though. I mean, there's other stuff.
Yeah.
Do they
I
have
mean, I
any?
think we-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say healing potions. I don't have any
Mhm.
left, so we'll probably need some of those. We can add those in with the bulk order. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
there's
there
definitely
any,
healing potions. You can just add those in at checkout.
Check out. I would be
They're at
looking
the-
for anything that could help with
gum.
like detect magic or like any sort of, we've got a couple tools, but for when we don't have those.
You have the spell detect magic. You don't think that there'd be any item that would be able to detect magic better than that?
Okay.
can you? I hold up a bottle of butt water. Say, can you make something to where this bottle where I could just always have this liquid with me? Is that a thing?
I could probably enchant this item to do such a thing.
How much would that run? Roughly?
A custom enchantment. Would you want the liquid currently in the bottle to be the never ending?
Yes, please.
I would say that'd be roughly around 1,500 gold.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else wants to jump in, but I would specifically look for something that could like either add or deal radiant damage.
Okay. Let me see if
So I
there's
don't know if it's like
something- yeah, you can
something
just
that can add it to
her-
my melee or something, but
let me see here. She starts looking through her catalog. She says, I don't really have any items that can give you any radiant damage. However, I do have this scroll, and she pulls out a scroll of divine favor. Which is usually a spell kept for like clerics and paladins. But with the scroll, you would have the ability to learn it if you wanted to. And what it does is it's a bonus action to cast, and it gives whatever weapon you're fighting with a D4 of radiant damage.
Would weapon count in like any wild shape form?
I would say because you have Circle of the Moon and your attacks count as magical, that I will allow the spells to add on. Like, yes. So yes.
Yes, it would. Okay, cool. I'd be interested in that, and then I also have a short bow +1 that I would sell to just add to our checkout, our cart.
The Scroll of Divine Favor, it's a relatively low spell, so the scroll is only $200. Or 200 gold. The +1 short bow that you have is gonna run. I mean, you're probably gonna get 300 gold for that, so you're up 100 gold.
And then would there, in addition to the scroll, maybe something different of like, is there an enchantment that could be added to like the staff? I have a staff just because I'm druid, and it just comes with it. That could channel that kind of same divine thing into my spells and such, and like be a little bit more permanent.
Sorry, I'm just a bit confused. Are you trying to something that would add a permanent D4 of radiant damage to all of your spells?
Right. So, some enchantment on my wooden staff to make it.
Oh, the staff that you use to cast spells.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She says that. She says I could make an enchantment that would give you. I could try to make an enchantment that would give you the ability to transform the bludgeoning damage of the staff into radiant damage, but she does not think that she would be able to enchant an item to add radiant damage to any
Gotcha.
spells. Yeah.
Okay, I'll stick with the scroll,
Okay.
and we're just for everybody. We're up 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, you are.
Can you combine magical items?
Depends.
Is that a thing? If I like pull out these two swords, could you make them the enchantment into one of them?
What are the two
Combine
enchantments? Voltage,
the
and glistening sun?
voltage and glistening sun. Yeah, I don't know if that's a possibility.
She says I could. I think that is. I think there's actually mechanics for that. She says that I can move the enchantment from one sword to the other.
For how much and how long would that take?
It would take about 2 weeks to do. It would cost about 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
And the other one, the adding of the enchantment, the other one would be a week. It's spent magical time spent each day on enchanting the item. Anybody else looking for anything specific?
Two things. One would just be I would go straight to books and find if they have anything on like vampires or undead or anything that any magic books that seem like they could particularly help against Peeldor, like protection wise.
They have scrolls here. They don't have any books.
Okay.
So they do have some scrolls. They have a scroll of prismatic wall. That's a 9th level spell though. There's a scroll of if you're talking about just specifically like protection from Peeldor, there's a scroll of non-detection that helps people sneak around. There's a scroll of various heal spells. There's a scroll, a 6th level spell scroll of guards and wards, which allows you to like place certain wards or certain spells in certain areas. Yeah. Without being more
okay.
sorry, without asking me something
No,
more
that's
specific,
okay.
it's a vague question, so.
No, that's totally fair. And then the other, I don't think I need any of that. So then I would, when we do the potions, also look for some like resistance type potions.
Yes. She also says that she has this wand. And it has 7 charges a day, and while holding it, you can use an action, and for the next minute, you know the direction of the nearest creature hostile to you within 60 feet.
How much?
But not its distance. How much for that item?
Yeah.
3,000 gold.
This is high velocity shit here.
All right. I don't
What
know if
about
I need
that,
a witch hat and a wand and a cape.
The
Really
potions,
leaning into it.
Potions, oh, I'm not seeing any here. Oh, here we go. There's a potion of fire resistance. Basically, there's a potion for each elemental resistance. And then there's also a potion for necromantic resistance. And there is a potion of fire giant strength.
Whoa.
And there is a potion of enlarge reduce.
There's one each of the resistances.
At least.
I'll turn to Atticus and Kelpie. How do you think we should get more than one of some of these? What do you think we should get? I know that I need a little bit of help, but how many do you think we should get?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if they just focus on one person again, then that one person would. But we don't know who they're gonna focus on. You know.
How much would you want for 2 of each of the resistance potions?
Each resistance potion is 500 gold each.
Oh, buddy, okay.
What about the fire giant strength?
That's
Because that could be awesome.
That's 1,500 gold. Rev, do you
Holy
have
shit.
something?
Yeah.
I sent you an item that's I think not a standard item. That's circulative concentration. Looking for something that might let me hold concentration on 2 spells at once.
Yes, it's
That one
Nice.
balances pretty well, I think. But if you've got something else in mind, that's also fine.
I didn't have that one picked. I have an Ion Stone picked. So there is an Ion Stone available that basically can just be kept anywhere on your person, and it can hold the concentration of a spell for you. And that costs 1,500 gold.
And this would be helpful to me. I also have some personal funds I would put up towards that. I've got about 400 gold pieces on me.
What about that blue armor? What was that?
The blue armor is Mariner's armor, and it's basically +1 half plate, and gives you a swimming speed is equal to your walking speed, and you can breathe underwater.
Oh.
Okay.
This magic shop wouldn't happen to have like a rod of resurrection or something.
No, it
Yeah, I
does
was
not.
gonna say
Yeah.
coins of Revivify or
No, it does not have any of those.
If I were to trade in my normal half plate +1 for this Mariner's half plate for +1, what would the difference be?
500 gold.
I'm poor actually,
I
so I can't afford
I mean, we
that.
can cover some of it. I also have a decent amount of gold.
Do you deal in goo?
Do I deal in goo?
Yeah, it's
What
the
do you-
hottest new thing. A lot of people are. It's very high demand right
What
Yeah.
What exactly?
Dragon goo.
Yeah, it's a little bit dragon.
Decimated blue dragon.
I'd love for you to just
Or-
please be more specific.
I'll pull
Do we
out
have
the
any?
little.
Yeah.
I'll pull out the bottle of dragon goo that I
It's-
have. Now you can look, but you can't touch.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
14.
I'm sorry. What is this?
Liquefied dragon.
Right. Right.
If you don't know, we'll find another buyer. It's okay.
Yeah,
something
it's fine. There's plenty of
that
people
might
who want.
interest you though, and I pull out the Orcish spell book.
Oh.
The teeth marks in this, but
And she grabs it. Is this? Where did you get this?
wouldn't be too worried about that.
Roll a persuasion check.
I mean,
Yikes.
so
Huh?
said it's here now. So
Yeah.
that's what I think you should be more interested. That's a 16. It was a
16.
very low roll for me.
Well, luckily it's not that hard to convince her. I'm very interested in this item. I'd be willing to give you 3,000 gold for it.
Y'all, we're gonna fucking shoot this in the brain trust.
How about 2 of each of the resistances in exchange?
Hmm.
Please.
I'll give you 2 of each of the elemental resistances.
How many is
8
that?
potions.
It would be 2 cold, 2 fire, 2
so 8.
acid, and 2 poison. And 2 lightning.
What about lightning? So 10 potions
10
for.
potions. So it would be a total of 5,000 gold, and she's
Yeah.
doing it for 3,000.
Pretty good. Okay.
I mean, I feel good about that.
Yeah. Unless nobody else wanted this book, right?
No, y'all, we're gonna fucking destroy it.
Not y'all. I did not want to destroy that book.
So yeah, easily done. So you
For the
now
record,
have
I wanted to destroy it.
so you now have 2 potions of cold resistance, 2 potions of fire, acid, poison, and lightning. Ray.
Is there any sort of like silver arrow tips or silver
This isn't much of a armorer or a weapons place, so there's not. However, for you, there is this small half mask that it's like metal, and and the nose kind of like gives the wearer a small beak, and the eyes are like wide eagle eyes, and it's called the Mask of Eagle Eyes. And it gives you a +5 on perception checks that require sight, and gives you advantage on perception checks that require sight as well. So just because I
Wait.
know that you're constantly looking for stuff, I just wanted
Yeah.
to point that item out for you.
I'm gonna try it on if it's out.
You try it on, but the effect doesn't take place because it needs to be attuned.
Well, I just look to the group and I say, "Does this look good on me, or is it weird?"
It
look
honestly
weird.
looks like a little steampunk / rangery. It's kind of cool looking.
Hell yeah, it looks so
You
cool.
pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
How I look at her in the mask and I just, how much?
And she says, for that, that'll be 800 gold pieces.
I also have this one of a kind enchanted necklace.
It's the frog necklace.
It's the frog necklace.
Yeah, she looks at it, and you see her eyes like flash over with arcane energy as she identifies the item. I'm alright, thank you.
If anyone wants to float me 450 gold,
In,
Yeah, I need
What are you
800.
trying to
in
get?
the brain,
the half plates that allows me to swim and breathe underwater.
What was in that box? Was that the wand that was in the box with like the
You don't know what's in the box.
what's in the box?
The box is the folding boat. It comes in like a 12-inch long, 6-inch deep box. But it becomes like a 12-foot long. I forget the exact name, but it becomes a large boat, that you can
That's
use.
cool.
Yeah.
I just remembered that there is a boat in Lakes Peak that is.
There sure.
Oh, yeah.
There sure is. Yep.
If only that boat
But
could
this one's
pull-
portable.
Yeah.
Let me look up the dimensions.
I mean, this makes me feel like we're going to be going into some water shit. So,
I know.
What are you?
Oh, there is a
what are you talking
kraken.
about?
True.
There is a kraken.
so maybe we should get the boat.
Can I
So
borrow 800 gold?
it can be.
Just-
The second.
It's magic.
So one command word causes the box to unfold into a boat 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. The boat has one pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, a lateen sail, and the boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. The second command word causes the box to unfold into a ship 24 feet long,
Oh, there's no in
8
between.
feet wide, and
That's about
6
it.
feet deep. The
Yeah.
ship has a deck, rowing seats, 5 sets of oars, a steering oar, an anchor, a deck cabin, and a
Wow.
mast with a square sail. The ship can hold 15 medium creatures comfortably.
A portable
get this
yacht.
boat.
I
How
love
much
it.
How
for
much
the
for the-
boat?
How much for the boat?
For the boat, it is. Hold on. The boat is 10,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
That's
We
all
can
of it.
rent it out as Airbnb and make the money back.
That's true.
That'd be a water.
Yeah.
B&B.
What?
Does- In
Oh.
the brain trust, because I forget that I have it, so I'd never use it. Does anyone want the dragon scale ring that lets you use dragon's breath once per day? I just forget it, and I
Cast
never
Dragon's
usually use
Breath,
it. So if someone
I've-
wants it, cool. If not,
Laz was like, you've been holding out on me.
I guess I'll take it.
I mean, we could also sell it if you would rather have that
I know I'll take
scale
it
mail.
for sure. I'll take
That
it.
Okay.
seems really useful.
I've
I
always
definitely have a
wanted
ring
to
of
breathe
evasion
fire.
that I forget about every
Yeah.
single session.
I keep every time I see it, because I also have a necklace of mirror image, which I just always forget. That one I'm keeping. But okay, that's all yours, Laszlo. Here you go.
Sweet. I'm
Dragon
a magic
scale ring.
item adept too, so that I can attune to 4 items.
So basically,
Ooh-wee.
just so you know, because that's a homebrewed magical item, it just
Mhm.
lets you cast Dragon's Breath once per day.
Hell yeah, definitely keeping that for sure.
Do you have any bags of holding?
Yes, we do.
How much do you sell them for? I've gotten a lot of prices everywhere. So
A bag of holding is 200 gold pieces.
200 gold.
I can make a bag of holding if you give me one night.
Yeah, but you can only make so many items, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Is there any-
Wait, do we need
like,
another one though?
Like this gauntlet of infestation? Are we good to put
I
that?
want
up
nothing
for-
to do with that.
Do you? Oh, sorry. You do put it up? Or are you asking if you should put it up?
I was asking the brain trust if
Yeah, yeah.
anybody wants the infestation thing. Assuming I'll bring.
Depends on how valuable it is.
Yeah. Any? This good as anything? Yeah.
She looks at it.
Hear 'em.
And she looks at you again and is like very much like, where are you getting these items? Because she definitely knows what they are. And she
Yeah.
says, I'll take another 3,000 gold for that.
Jesus.
Guys, we're well on our way to a boat.
Can I have my
Yeah, how about the
hands
boat?
for that?
Well,
we're
We
doing
trade it for the boat?
Ray's so pissed about this boat.
You don't want the boat, Ray?
No, I just have tiny.
Well,
You
No,
guys
we don't
can
all
have
have
the boat.
tiny.
not
I
everybody
know.
has tiny.
I
Hey,
know.
Are
That's
we gonna go to the
for the good of
stables
the
or, like,
group.
what's up?
We're shopping.
You can
I'm
come
aware of that.
inside.
I don't like it. I don't like
All
it.
right, well, shut the door, please, then. Thank you.
I shut the door and just rumble very loudly.
He should clear his throat more often.
So,
So,
We also still have potions to get. I don't know where we are with
Well,
I mean, we
the
got
boat's-
our resistance
the boat's
potions.
10,000. The armor's
fun and healing.
500. The bag of holding's 200. Well, that's I won't break a bag of holding. That's on me. And the butt water thing's 1.5, but that has to happen. So we'll just add that in.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, so we're getting the butt water for 125. We're getting Pharaoh's armor
those
for 400.
1,500.
It was 1,500
Yeah.
The
1,500.
armor
for the
is
butt water.
450. I'll contribute
1,500 gold for infinite bow water.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
How much
that's a fair
are we
price
gonna
to pay.
spend on butt water ever? Is
Exact-
the
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
We
It doesn't
bribe
pay- it'll
everyone
pay
we
off
find
in
with
the
butt
end.
water.
Tom and Waymar have, to this day, been just giving you butt water. For
Yes.
It is. Tom's not getting anything. It is Tim who's getting it.
He's right.
feel like we
even
could
I
maybe-
said Tom. God damn
In the
it.
brain trust, I'm just gonna say we'll talk them down on everything. It'll be
Yeah,
it's a
I-
group
A
discount.
package deal. A package deal.
Yeah.
Let's just
yeah.
see. Okay, so
Okay, so you
we
got
want
boat,
the boat.
boat, and
Boat
we're
water.
gonna take the potions and the spell book off because that's already happened. That's been dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're
Mhm.
doing boat, butt water, 450 for the armor. So
Mhm.
that's
We have a credit.
total of 650.
We have a credit for the 100 for.
Okay, so that's
My
15
transaction.
So that's 1550. Is there anything else that you guys were buying? Ray wanted to
What?
buy
Want
what?
the mask? Did we want that? Did we?
It was
How much you
500,
want?
right? It was 500.
No, it was 800.
Oh, it was 800. Okay.
I mean,
so,
it was 500. Definitely.
So.
Roll a persuasion check against the DM.
I actually legitimately think I gave you the wrong price for that. I think it's 500 for that. So I would just say that
Yeah.
it's 500.
You said it was
So-
400 earlier.
So that's a total of 11,050.
yeah.
Okay, I got.
But I
Um,
also want
That's
that
fine, I'll
iron
do that.
stone though.
How much is the iron stone?
That's another 15, I think.
2,000.
2,000. That was not what you said.
I think you said 15.
You
Okay.
did say 15.
Sorry.
You
15.
said
No, I believe you.
fif-
15.
15 gold.
So
Yeah.
that's 12,000. 13,000.
13,000.
I
Even
think.
13,000. Easy.
Right? 1150 plus 150. Yeah, 13,000.
So then we take away 300 because of the. What were we
You
selling?
take away
the
3,000 with the scarab, so now you're
3,000.
down to 10,000.
3,000.
10,000.
Which is what we have.
I
Take it
have
off
the
of my body.
barricade shield also. I don't know. I mean, I could put my holy symbol on it and then I could just use it as my shield, but I need a holy symbol on my shield.
What about those dolls, Rev?
I want the dolls though.
That's weird.
You know, I always forget that I have this. How much would you take for this ring of evasion?
The ring
Let's
of
stop
evasion.
pretending I'm gonna remember it.
Yeah. Ring of evasion. It's not in the shop. Hold on.
I think I bought it for like 600. Maybe it was less than that.
Oh, Atticus, are you okay with this?
Yeah, if we could sell it, that's
Okay.
Ring of evasion. She's like, I'll give you 1,000 gold for that.
oh fuck.
9,000.
Sell that thing.
We're down to 9,000.
And so we call it an even 5 and we walk out of here. Everybody's happy.
You haven't even added the potions yet.
Right.
How much are your healing potions?
She says my potions of healing are, and she scrolls. For regular potions of healing, 200 gold. For greater potions of healing, 500 gold. And for superior potions of healing, 1,000 gold.
I will say, you know, I like the bow, I like the stuff, but do we want to wipe out our entire party fund right now?
No.
We know where that storm giant was. We can sail the boat back there and go get more money.
There was
When are
also
we gonna
other
have time
people.
to do
They're
that,
gonna.
Hey,
All right,
can y'all hear
yeah.
my thoughts in the brain trust since I'm within 30 feet?
Yes.
Rev
I
can
am-
hear you. We can't.
Hold on, Elburn's trying to say something.
Rev can open it up if he chooses to, though.
Okay.
I say, I don't know if this is worth anything, but I do have a shard of the mirror that Ray shattered.
Yeah.
Mm.
So in the brain trust, I'm like she's gonna. I feel like she's gonna find out where we got this stuff from. And we stole it basically from the
Yeah,
library.
maybe.
And I don't know if we want to press our luck with that.
Maybe we just get the healing potions and know
She
that
kind of
we can
looks
come
at
back
you.
and get this
She
another
kind of
time.
looks at all of you and she says, "There's one. I see that you are all trying to. There is one more thing you could do for me if you are looking to knock the price down a little bit."
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'll start unbuttoning my shirt. It's fine, you can do it.
No, I'm betting it.
No,
No, no.
There
Nope.
is another shop known as the
Murder them.
the Antique Gnome. They have been underselling me and
Oh, so we should just go there then.
doing well. They don't have nearly the stock that I have.
Of course. I was simply a play at brevity. I'm so sorry.
If you were to make it so that their shop was out of operation for a week, that could easily make up for the rest of the total, and you could have all of these items for that simple task.
No. Well, that's just me. But
Or you could
I've
just
got-
sell
I've
more
also
things.
got this dagger that it's very thirsty dagger.
She looks at it and her eyes flash over. Oh my. Do you even know if you're able to part with this item?
If I am not, then that would be news to me.
Wonderful. I think I might steer away from that.
I want to talk to Laszlo in his head and just say, like, if I get rid of these bracers, can you just, like, deactivate them and then, like, make a new one tomorrow?
Morgan,
Yeah, I think
hog's
so.
head worth of cocaine.
Yeah.
Situation here.
Rev is also part of this conversation. So
Right
yeah,
past
the
me,
the infusion vanishes if I replace. Yeah, I think so. I think we might.
I think she'll be able to tell. I think she's too smart for that. She sees.
what
more-
about these?
What are they?
Oh, they are bracer. They are gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh.
I'll kind of hold up my arm.
I don't see any arcane ruins or normal signs of enchantment on these items.
They're unique.
Very well made. A wink to Atticus.
Well, I could give you 500 gold for those. I don't really know what they are, so
They make you strong.
okay. Well, that's on your word. I don't know. I look at them and they're not magical, so I don't.
Well,
With the
500
system
volts.
mechanics, that we've set up, that is not a
Right.
magical item.
They're not a magical items.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
And honestly,
And
the
they're
way
still
that
500 gold.
I've had the infusions in my head is that the reasons why the others are dismantled is because you use parts from those to
Yep.
put into the other ones. Is what I had in my head. But that's, I mean, we're working on this as we go.
that makes sense.
Is it like constantly injecting me with like steroids or something? Is that what's
No,
going
it
on?
just does when you need it.
Are you bait?
Yeah.
It's just like it's like literally like per action. It like
Yeah.
injects you.
Just a little pinch when I press a button on my pouch that you haven't found yet.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Just a simple. I'm not asking you to harm anyone or even shut down the business permanently, but a simple week could give me the revenue I need.
Yeah. If let's say the shop gets blown up, you think that's about a week's worth of repairs?
I would say that that's not something I want because competition is healthy for capitalism.
I don't know.
I don't like this in the brain trust. they say.
I don't know how to
There.
close a place for only a week.
Following is.
How about? I mean, I don't really want to part with this, but how about this? And the elven, the cloak of stealthy.
So yeah, she looks at that, and that's actually she has one of those. She looks at it and she says, "I'd be willing to give you 4,000 gold for that."
Yeah, but you use that, don't you, bro?
I think there's more important things.
I could make you one. I just made this shield for myself. Like, give me a day, and I could literally make you one.
What?
Nothing.
You sure you don't want some of this goo? Kind of take it out of my pocket a little bit, like.
I'm almost offended at this point. I really no.
I absolutely would be too. Right.
From where I,
Right. Yep.
from where I come from, that dragon
Who's
dude
in
is like.
By the
a
way,
nice
I
caviar.
already have thought about what Laszlo's Cloak of Elvenkind would look like, and it's just a series of metal panels that have been threaded together that when you press a button, they all rotate and they're mirrors. So it's just like
Amazing.
You're just like camouflaged in that way.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like we have a backup plan if we need it, and also, yeah, I think there's.
So that would bring it down to a total of 6,000
6,000 without the
without
potion.
potions. Yeah.
That potion.
And I've got like 400 golds in my pockets right now to
I mean,
contribute.
we have just under 10,000 in the party fund.
Yeah.
Okay, is this boat worth it? My vote is absolutely without a doubt.
Could you make this boat, Laszlo? Is this something you
Yeah.
can do?
If you gave me like, I don't know, 4 years.
Okay. All right. Okay.
In my head, randomly, unprompted for sure, I go, there is a Kraken that exists. We might need a free boat.
What about this? I didn't want to sell it, but this is a universal solvent.
Oh, that is very handy. Are you sure you want to get rid of that?
Oh, what's the price?
1,000 gold. Make a persuasion check.
21.
She looks at you. 2,000.
Okay. All right. Well, so we have that. We could get rid of it, or I don't know.
Plus, now we got goo. We just gonna need to go back to that place. We can
Yeah,
go just
true.
We
That's
can
true.
get all this
Yeah,
money.
it-
Where was
Yeah,
that? That was
party
Stackham?
fund.
That was Stackham.
oh, Stackham.
Exchange the goo for gold.
We got to go there anyways.
That's
Or goo for
down
gold
to-
exchange.
4,000 without potions.
No,
Am I wrong?
wait, no, 6,000. Yep, sorry, you're right. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, yeah,
you're-
4,000 without potions.
4,000 without potions.
That's not bad.
As somebody
Way
who
better than
who's
13.
given up 10,000 gold worth of items, I'm voting for boat strongly.
Yeah.
I don't
what-
have
A
how
lot
much-
of those
I'm
magical
sorry.
items were refs.
What should we get in terms of healing potions, do we think?
At least one for each of us.
I still have a
I don't have one.
One greater.
I have a greater, so I don't
I'll take
need
a
one
greater.
necessarily.
I have a few,
44.
I think.
So we had some in like our party.
Yeah, you guys don't often use
Kyle.
healing potions, honestly.
I have a
I have
I just use
three,
mine.
so
and
yeah.
a regular. I think we're kind of good on healing potions.
So we just need to come up with
You also
4,000.
have
Famous last words.
You also have 3 healers in your party.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I think that this is over. I think that everybody's contributed. I think that we should pay the remaining from the party fund.
So we pay the remaining 3,000 and then we call it a deal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just
Yeah.
4,000 and it's good.
3.
Just we meet in the middle, 3,200.
We have met so far in your advantage that 4,000 is as low as I'm gonna go.
What about 0 gold?
I'm gonna hand her 4,000.
Okay. She takes it from you, and she looks at
Yay.
all of you, and she says, "A very, very pleasure doing business with you."
Thank you.
You all now have a folding
Rev.
boat, a half plate of mariner +1 of mariner's armor, a eagle eye, a mask of eagle eyes. Gosh, what else?
Bag of holding.
A bag of
Yeah,
holding,
Holding.
the ion stone, and
The butt water.
potions.
How long does that take? Or is
That's gonna take a
How long
week.
is that gonna take?
That's gonna take
A week. All right, I'll give her a bottle.
Yeah. But she will be done in a week. And she said, in a week, she will send you a sending spell to see where you are, and then she will be able to transport this item to you.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Thank
That
This
is
would
a,
include shipping.
it
Am I-
does. It is one of. This is the
Shipping
probably
included.
one of the world's, if not the world's most prominent magic shop is in this city, and it is the Blue Moon. So they offer stuff like that.
Can I just real quick do a perception check to see if anybody is watching?
You
that might look
definitely
unsavory?
can, Elber.
My skull was
Alright.
for divine favor, yeah? Just a quick question.
Your scroll is of divine favor. Yeah, but
Okay, cool.
did you? Oh yeah. Yep. Sorry. Yep. What'd
And
you
mine
get,
is
buddy?
Eyes of the Eagle.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, Eyes of the Eagle. I think there's an item that already exists. It's something eagle eye, something eagle, something.
Okay.
Eyes. Just type in eyes and eagle, and it'll show up. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Natural 2025.
You see that there is a person like 70, 80 feet away from you in an alleyway wearing rags and a tattered cloak with the hood up that is currently looking in your direction.
I say as much in the brain trust, and I just kind of I just start like walking in that direction lackadaisically.
Make a performance check. Or just deception check.
Well, I'm not gonna help either way. Wait, where's this? There it is. Yeah, that's not gonna help either way. Whatever. Oh boy, that's a 2.
You see him notice you, and he notices that you're heading in his direction, and the figure, and they turn and start walking away.
I walk faster towards them.
They start running.
I run after them.
Okay. Go ahead and make. Let's say I'm gonna make a stealth check for them, and you make a perception check. See if you can.
Cool.
See if you can keep on.
15. Nope. 19.
They got a 6, so you're able to run after them. They're pretty quick. They're faster than you, even with your updated speed. They have a movement speed of 50, so they're booking it. But there's a lot of people, so that slows them down a little. So you're able to keep pace with them. How long do you follow them?
I'm gonna keep it up to see where they're running off to.
Okay, all right. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm trying on my eagles.
I assume he didn't say I'm.
Just
Chasing
walking
anyone.
outside. finding Elbert
I don't know.
down.
Did he?
I think in my mind, the second that he started running, I just went, "We got a runner!" And then I just go
Cuts off as
immediately.
he like crosses the.
Yeah.
We gotta run.
Yep.
Everybody's
Start
checking
running
out their
after him,
stuff. I'm like, oh, I got a mask. I got new armor. And I just,
Can we
eyes went,
pop
I
that
got a
yacht out real
rock."
quick?
I got a rock. What'd you say?
I got a rock.
What'd you say, Matt?
Can we pop that yacht out real quick on the street?
Oh yeah,
I
what
call
are the
dibs on
words?
Yeah.
the biggest cabin.
Well, I feel like we got a runner. We got something. We got.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
and,
gonna say if I heard that, I would rush outside, and then once we're
Yeah.
outside, be
I'll
like,
tell Gustav to try and meet Elber, if in the path that he was going. If I know that,
You don't know what direction Elburn ran.
then I'll tell him to meet me.
Okay, yeah. So Elburn, I won't, make you roll again. You run with this guy all the way, and then he bursts into the stables in the lower tier and runs inside.
I go right in and have I have my bracers and my gun ready.
Okay.
Just and I go right in.
You run inside. You're about. There's probably 10 seconds in between him running in and you running in. And you look up, and the owner is sitting behind the bar, bald with stringy hair coming down off the sides. And he's currently sitting at the desk with his arms crossed over, looking at a book. He looks up at you. Hello, how can I help you?
I'm sorry, I need to say the first thought that was in my head, which was unrelated to the game. I want to ask him to do the time warp with me. But anyway. I look at him. I go, that's your guy right there?
What are you talking about?
The guy who ran in here a few seconds ago.
Sir, what? I'm reading a book. What do you want?
Oh, what are you reading?
The Bible.
Can I investigation check or perception check that?
You look, and he is reading the Book of Gond.
The Book of Gond.
Can I either perception or investigate to see if I notice anything off besides the fact that this guy needs a shower?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. I would say perception, because you're just kind of looking around. You're not looking at anything specifically.
That's not great. 13.
Yeah, with a 13, you do notice that there's behind him, off to the side, there is a door that leads further somewhere. But other than that, it's just him. And the front door behind you, and to your right is an open doorway that with opening that leads to the stables.
Mm-hmm. Find anything interesting in the book there?
I'm supposed to find salvation. Can't seem to do so.
Why not?
Because it's fake.
What's fake?
All of it. It's bull.
Gotcha.
Mm.
If I give you gold, will you tell me who your buddy is, who just ran away from me?
I'm so sorry. What are you talking about?
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
11.
He seems to be telling the truth. Doesn't seem to understand what you're talking about.
Cool. This guy ran away. Do you mind if I take a look for him real quick?
Where are you looking for who?
There was a guy who ran in here. He seemed rather shifty.
Sir, again, no man has run in here other than you walking in here and talking to me about my book.
Can I do an investigation on the ground to see if there's any footprints?
For sure, yeah. Roll an investigation check.
God damn it. Fucking 9.
9. There are some footsteps that aren't yours. They go to the right. They could either be going in that doorway that leads to the stables or the door that leads further into the building. With the 9, you can't really tell. But there are definitely, you're not going crazy. There are footsteps on the ground other than yours that are fresh.
Okay. I go, do you mind if I take a look at your horses?
Yes, I'll show you. And it gets down off of the...
I look at, I put my hand up, and I just go, no. It's all good. You're
No. I'm not letting you near my horses alone. Are you crazy? And he gets off the desk. and walks out from behind the desk. All right, let me show you. And he
Cool.
leads you to the open doorway. At this moment, the doors open up, and everybody else seems, because Gustav let you know Elburn ran into the stable just now after some guy. And then you all enter the stables as well. And you see Elburn being directed by this like thinly old strong-hand man walking into the stables.
So I hear them enter?
Yeah. You see, I mean,
in my-
everybody enters, yeah.
In my head, very quickly, I tell the brain trust to go down the other hall and to be as sneaky as possible. Or, like I say, don't go in the direction I'm going.
I'll just respond and be like, I can't sneak. I'm coming with you.
I say very adamantly, I don't think the guy is where I'm going. The rest of this building is that way, and I don't know if he went that way, but it would be easier if all of y'all went this way. I've got this guy distracted.
Oh, hello, everyone who just entered my stable.
I let out the loudest sigh.
I don't know what you expected to happen. All of these patrons, I'm showing this man my horse. Do any of you want to see the horses? You can come with us, or if there's other business, you can wait here.
Yeah, I have a horse kept here.
Oh, wonderful. Oh yes, Gustav. That's right. I remember you.
That's the one.
Yes, he is weird. Weird horse.
He said the same thing about you.
Yeah, he talks.
He talks to you.
Yes.
Do you talk to? Is this the first time a horse has talked to you? Probably not, right?
Of course, this is the first time a horse has talked to me. Yes.
Okay.
Who do you think I am?
I don't know. You like horses?
I do. I
I've
love
met
horses.
a bunch of people who could talk to animals.
What?
What?
Oh,
There's like 3 people here who could talk to animals.
Cast detect thoughts on the horseman.
You don't
Horseman.
detect sentience.
Horseman.
It's a fake horseman.
Problem.
Horseman.
At that
Say that in the
moment,
brain trust?
Rev, just out of sheer habit or sheer subconscious thought, you look, and on the torso of this man, you see a shining red gem. And that is where we are going to stop today's session.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I remember.
Yes,
That thing.
he
Yep,
is a
yep,
husk.
yep.
This man is a husk.
Amazing.
So,
Great.
and that makes sense as to why Elburn, he's speaking through other people's thoughts. He has a husk. So that is where we will stop today, as you all have entered in the stables. Not necessarily the most eventful pack, but definitely a very fun session. Lots of
That
stuff
was
happened.
fun. I can't believe it's 6, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
That was
Pretty-
eventful.
productive. You got a lot of stuff.
A lot of shopping.
Yeah, a lot of shopping. A good shopping episode's never bad. So yeah, we will pick up. I'm pretty sure everyone's good next Sunday, correct? Yep. So I think everyone will be here Sunday the 6th. Tomorrow is our last session of the Star Wars campaign. So tune into that. This coming Wednesday is Meet the Persons with Ian. We're going to meet Ian, hosted yet again by Angie. So tune into both of those at 7 p.m. Central this week. And then, like I said, next week, the next Erubrion session with everybody on March 6th. And then March 7th is our next long shot, DM'd by our very own Matthew Schwartzwalder. Matt, can I tell him?
Wow.
Can I tell him? And it's going to take place in hell. I'm very excited about that. I might be playing a corpse circus wrangler. We don't know. So
Who's to say?
just tune in and keep track of all of our social medias. Charmed Persons, anywhere you're looking for it, except for LinkedIn. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm sleepy.
We're gonna be on LinkedIn by the time.
We are gonna be on LinkedIn. Yeah, for sure.
Honestly.
All right. Well, I love all of you, and I love my players. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.